top down, riding down Main. It's a clear night, screens glowing blue. Got the facts in my headlights. Commonwealth tripping, but the truth stay calm. 𝗺𝗍 and 𝗟𝗟, I'ma read them like Psalms. KP throwing shade from a broke down porch, but the files in my lap like a flame to a torch. I don't raise my voice, I just let the game speak. Steady with the grind while the crooked run weak. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks, they can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just try to slow grind. Midnight oil burning, pen hit the pad slow. Every word cut clean like the rims on the 𝗃4. From Boston to Brockton, the whispers all hum. Turtleboys riding in the reckoning gon' come. Lally in the back room, 𝗺𝗍 on the phone. Trying to twist the narrative, but they can't postpone. I'm just sipping on the facts while the city play pretend. True, got no curfew, I'ma run it to the end. See, this ain't about fame, this about that long game. You can duck, you can weave, but the truth still call your name. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks, they can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just riding slow, gliding. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks, they can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just riding slow, guys. We just call hold down to the city blocks. We just riding slow, guys.
My name's Aidan Kearney,
known online as
Turtleboy, and is a senior editor for
tvdailynews.com.
They call me
Dr. Turtleboy.
That's my preferred pronoun. Daddy.
What's up, Daddy?
Journalism Jesus. 𝗃𝗄𝗄𝗃 Kearney.
The one and only Turtleboy.
Turtleboy. What's up, Slick? The doctor is here.
This guy's a bad motherfucker.
That's quite the intro.
I've broken a lot of major stories. I've been doing it for about 11 years. I used to be a high school teacher.
Turtleboy has changed a lot over the years. I was once a blogger, but now I'm much more accurately known as an award-winning journalist, a satirist, and an activist. Boom!
They're screaming your name here.
You're the crowd daddy.
Crazy. People either love me or hate me.
Listen, Turtle, all right?
But either way, they're watching.
Don't make such fun of the criminal justice system.
Stop it. I'm never gonna stop. This fight's just getting started. Now let's get this party started. Yo, hold on. What is going on here? Hold on. No, we don't want that. No, what's that? Hold on. I don't like this. I'm disappearing. I feel like Nurse Kim. Hold on. We got to fix this. It's this one. What? I don't like that. What? Whoa. There's all these new features here. Should probably mess around with this. Whoa. What's happening here? Saturation. Reset. What about this one? Whoa, black and white turtle boy. I don't know about that one. I feel like the old days there. Temperature. Let's see temperature. What does temperature do? Oh, it's getting hot. It's getting hot. Oh, it's getting cold. It's getting cold. Then we this one. Where's this one? Ooh. Okay. It's kind of weird, but all right. What about this one? All right. Ooh, Jesus Christ. The bright lights. Dark. Okay. Highlights. What does highlights do? You know, these features suck. I like regular. What about shadows? Nope. Don't like that. Don't like that. Vibrance. Could go for some vibrance. Not too vibrant. Sharpness. What about sharpness? Oh. I don't know the difference. Okay. I used to have on here. I don't know what I did. What does this one do? Nope. And that's 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Whoa. Don't like that one. Inverted 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. What about this one? Virtual background. Can I do this? What that? Nope. Okay. I don't understand. Usually there's a thing right here. I have a green screen. Nope. But then we'll go blue. Here we go. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Nope. Too far. And getting close. Getting closer. I think that's a good happy medium. I like that one. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Aidan Kearney. I'm an award-winning journalist. You can call me a variety of nicknames if you'd like, up to and including 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. That's my true crime name. You can call me Journalism Jesus. That's my spiritual name. I can't even look at this. I got to fix this. It's going to bother me. Come on. Ooh, I like that. Can we go with that? That works, right? Yeah. You can call me Uncle Turtleboy. You can call me just Turtleboy will do. You can call me Dr. Turtleboy. It's my preferred pronoun of choice. You can call me Daddy. For some people, that might be weird. The court officer called me Daddy the other day. He didn't think it was weird. You can call me different kinds of Daddy, up to and including Crowd Daddy, Brow Daddy, Daytime Daddy, Theater Daddy, Media Daddy, Saint Daddy, Drama Daddy, formerly Drama Free Daddy, and of course, Fridge Daddy, because I will fix your fridge or any other appliance that you want. I'll be there. All right. Hold on. Are we going? Hold on. I can't hear my. Let's see. Hold on. All right, cool. Anyway, yeah, so we're soon to be Hot Tub Daddy. That's gonna be dope too. So join me there. All right, cool. Wishlist Daddy. Thank you for everybody, by the way. The wish list at this point, I love the wish list because it's making people so mad. Like 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃's so mad about it. The haters are so mad about it. They're just like, oh, it's so fucked up. Broyles is mad about it. They're all crying about the wish list. And as you guys know, about the funny part about the wish list for me is I didn't even want to do it. You guys told me to fucking do it. I wasn't even going to do it. And every time I throw shit on because I could just pay for this shit myself, whatever. But like, you guys offer. People want to do it because people like me. That's the funniest part about this is they're so mad because people like me. That's it. Because you're not supposed to like me. You're supposed to hate me because they hate me. And they dedicate so much of their time to like making their little videos, their hit piece videos. And then you watch them and you're supposed to be like, wow, I really hate that guy. He's a jerk. No one else should like him either. And then why do people still like him? And then they like him. Why do people give him their money? And blah, blah, blah. And then, it just makes them more upset. And it's like, but, it's like, so I just keep doing it. Keep in mind, I went to jail. Okay. And I think that's a big reason why people want to give money is like, I sacrificed, like I went to jail and shit. A lot of people don't go to jail and, whatever. And like, it's a difference between like the, having a wish list and not providing like a public service, like, the twisted tragedies of the world. Like they do one of those. It's like, bitch, why would anyone give you money? What do? You don't do it. You don't invest in your product, you suck. Like you're not interesting. You've never had like an interesting thought in your head. You're not smart. You think you are. You're not original. Like, I don't know. You don't come up with interesting shit. Like, why would anybody watch you? Why would anyone watch you? Yeah, you guys don't daydream about kids. I can't believe that bitch said that. That was so fucked up. Oh, that was so fucked up. But anyway, yeah, I went to jail, bro. Like for this shit. Like I sacrificed. I didn't ask to go to jail, but they'd put me there anyway. And I'll tell you one thing. It didn't start with the Karen Reed stuff. Like I've been getting trying to get orders on me and get charges on me for years. A lot of people get temporary orders on me. They never stick. I'm telling you right now, temporary orders, they don't really work out well with me. They try getting them. Anyone can go into a courthouse and get a temporary order. We've seen this a million times before. Krusty got a temporary order. Krusty's kid got a temporary order, you know. So those are the kind of people that go into courthouses and get temporary orders. But then you got to go to the two-party hearing and you get to hear the other side of the story, because people go into court and they're like, they tell their one-sided story. Oh my God, Turtleboy's mean to me. He did a show about me. All his fans are coming after me, blah, blah, blah. And then you go into the two-party hearing and you're like, actually, look what this person did. Actually, everything I did is protected speech. Actually, this person's the aggressor. And it's just another way to try to shut you up. And they're like, oh, you didn't mention any of that at the ex parte hearing, did you? Did you? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hold on. I got a million texts right now from people I want to see this from. Let's see. Stop it. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Lena, people like Lena's new. You know what I mean? She's new here. Like she doesn't understand like what she's doing right now and like dedicating all this time to like expose me. Like, no, it's not gonna work. Nobody cares at all. Like, you're not gonna take me down. People have been trying, ask 𝗺ście. People have been trying to take me down for years, man. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So I make this wish list on Amazon and I'm like, okay, throw some shit up there. Boom, it's gone in an hour. Biggest complaint people had was I didn't get to buy you something. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Would you like to? Yeah, we can fix it. We can throw more shit on there if you want. So I throw more shit on there because people are like, I want to buy you something. Oh, okay. So I throw more shit on there. And then every day packages come, man. Every day. And it's like, you guys, you want to do it. I'm not asking for it. And so these other people asking for I don't know. My whole thing with the wish list, it's like, you know, you got to earn that shit. You got to earn that. You know, I put my time in, paid my dues. You know what I mean? Yeah, I put it in. And if you want people to support you, that's what you got to do. So the wish list is sold out. I got to throw more shit on there. I haven't had time all day because I work for a living. I broke a pretty big story today. A lot of people don't realize that. We're going to talk all about Kelsey's trial momentarily. But like, you guys might have seen this. Let's see if we have here. What we have here. All right. So let's see. Oh, there's me. So I reported a story earlier. Where'd it go? You know, I'm sitting in court and I write this story. So there's a Plymouth police officer named Samantha Pelrine or Pelrine, I don't know. It was all over the news that she was suspended without pay. When I saw without pay, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Because like nobody ever gets suspended without pay. Everybody gets suspended with pay. That's got to be bad. And that she's under investigation by the Massachusetts State Police. And you're like, what's that about? Nobody reports it. Like literally everyone's just like, oh, the mainstream media is taught to just repeat whatever the police give you. Whatever courts give you, police give you. She's suspended. That's all we're going to comment on. I'm interested in like the real story. Like I want to know why. That's because you know why I want to know why? Because everyone else wants to know why. That's why, right? Because everybody's asking what she gets suspended for. Everybody's curious, especially because she's female. It's like, what's going on with her? Like, what is up with that? Is it like, I mean, people see blonde female like that, they're like, sex. It's like the first thing they think of. Like, it's gotta be, people are like, I hope it's sex with an adult. Unfortunately, it was sex, just not with an adult. Okay. And so I get a tip. Okay. And I get told about this. A couple days ago, I found out that this woman and her weirdo, ultra religious husband, they adopted a really troubled kid years ago. He came from a troubled home. He was in the system. Mommy was into the stuff. And daddy, I believe, was too. Grandma took him in for a bit. They needed a permanent home. And so one of them, his sister, goes and gets taken in by by her aunt. Okay. And I think it's paternal aunt, maternal, paternal, whatever. An aunt takes the sister in. The brother another aunt tries taking him in, can't do it, and so he gets taken in by this woman's husband and her. So she's dating him at the time. They end up like moving in together, get married or whatever. And so it's like, you're like, let's just check this story out. I mean, this is a good story. I'll show you this. This is what I do. I write stories. I don't know if you guys know this. Yeah, so this is what Steve Cooper and the rest of the media were reporting. Plymouth police officer Samantha Pelrine is off the job tonight and being placed on unpaid administrative leave in connection with the criminal investigation underway by the state police. Okay, doesn't tell us much, right? But she'd been like championed as like National Women's Day and blah, 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 blah. Okay, and there she is. All right. And this is her husband, Daniel Fornand. There he is. And in 2018, they took in this kid right here. All right. This kid is his daughter, I believe, that he has custody of. But this kid is adopted. And they take him in. And when he was 3 years old, I explained their whole history here. But according to a recent court filing, right, that kid who is now 21 years old, he alleges that after he was taken in by them in 2018, he was forced to have sex with them 4 times a week, at least he said 4 times. That's what he said. This is an allegation. Okay. Again, we've been down this road before with allegations. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Some allegations are more legitimate than others. All alleged victims should be taken seriously, and unless they prove themselves otherwise, like Alex Ramsey, like that guy lied about cutting himself, like that, you instantly lose credibility when that happens, instantly. Or like when you're tracked down by 5150, like you instantly lose credibility, when that happens, unfortunately. So anyway, so this guy, right, they start doing things to this kid. I don't know all the details. I don't want to know right now. Okay. But I heard it's really bad. And Pelrine either not only knew about it, according to this allegation, but participated in it as well. And she's a police officer. All right. And so he goes down to the courthouse. So he lived with them. The abuse stopped sometime in 2024. And I think he moved out around then. And then he told his sister, who had been adopted by a loving aunt. It reminds me, by the way, a lot of the Harmony Montgomery thing, where one kid went to like a really loving family and the other kid didn't. And you saw how it ended up. One kid thriving, the sister dead, murdered. It's horrible, 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 horrible. So this kid tells his sister about it, and in February of this year, and then on March 17th, he goes down to the courthouse and he gets himself a restraining order, okay, against Daniel Fornand and Samantha Pelrine, and said I was raised from ages 3 to 12 by my aunt and grandmother. At age 12, my aunt's church friends, Daniel Fornand and Samantha Pelrine, took into their home to raise me. Summer of 2018, and were granted legal guardianship approximately 1 year later. Shortly after they became my guardians, they both sexually assaulted me until 2025. So this means he got, like, and this is one of the questions I had from my source, was like, wasn't he an adult then when it was happening later on? Like, how do you do that to a 20-year-old? Like, how does and it just, I've never been a victim of sexual assault as a kid, luckily, so I can't relate. I don't know how any of this shit works, but he had been basically, this had been normalized, right, according to them, according to the allegations, and that this had been like, he had been given money, gifts, stuff like that. Horrible. All right, and this is a police officer we're talking about. And they physically assaulted me until 2026. It was only performed by, the physical assault was only performed by Daniel. I moved out in February of 2026. They are looking for me, and I am scared for my safety. Okay, so that is why. Now, is all of this true? I don't know, but it's news. People want to know why this woman's under investigation and why is she off the job. That's why. So that's the news, is that's why that person is in that situation. So as this story develops, I'll have more on it. But I wrote this story literally sitting in the courtroom today. Okay, I knew about I talked to the source last night, and now let's talk about the source. Okay, I'm not going to say who it is, obviously, but because sources are confidential, and that's what's so fucked up about leaking my phone extraction, is if it were to happen now, you would know who the source is. And that document that you read right there, that affidavit, that's impounded. Okay, that's an impounded document. And so the public cannot get that document. I can. Why? Because I got sources. I got the sauces, right? I don't go, like, traditional media is taught to, like, go down to the courthouse, get filings, blah, 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 blah. That's not how I do business. I can do that. Anyone could do that, right? What makes Turtleboy special is sauces. That's what the award-winning journalism is all about. Of course, through the Reed trial, one of my main sauces was Karen Reed herself. But how was I able to develop a relationship with Karen Reed where she trusted me, right? And that she became comfortable giving me information. Why? Why did she feel comfortable doing that with me? Because I report the news right? I do what no other media outlet does, right? I will get it out there. I will alert the public. I have an ability to reach people in ways that no one else can. And so the person that reached out to me about this, we'll never name them, I had, let's just say, written a story several years ago in which this person was being unfairly targeted by people in the community and or the media. And I came in and I told the real story about what was happening to him. Okay. And I said, now this is what actually is happening, right? This is, and it completely changed the narrative on it. People don't forget shit like that. People don't forget shit like that. When the rest of the media is dogging on you and suddenly this one guy called Turtleboy comes in and just sets the record straight, people don't forget that shit. Okay. And then they trust you. That's how you develop trust. And that's why I'm able to do what I can do that no one else can do, is because I have over the years developed trust with my sources, trust that I'm going to do the right thing, that I'm going to report the news that no one else is going to report, that I'm going to tell the truth, etc. I could go down the line and give you all the stories, but that doesn't just happen overnight. The reason Karen Reed is able to trust me, the reason I was able to have the platform to talk about this story in the first place, none of the Karen Reed story would not have been possible if it wasn't for my 9 years of hard work prior to that, in building up a reputation, building up sources. That's how you do it. People, and despite the fact that my phone extraction has been leaked by douchebags or whatever, people still trust me, period. But if you've been following Turtleboy, you know that the media loves stealing my shit and not crediting me because they think that, oh, he's just a blogger. We don't have to credit him. Or like, we're going to look silly crediting him. We got beat to the story by Turtleboy. Our bosses, our corporate masters won't let us do that. Right? Oh, they won't let us do that. So right on cue, I mean, I couldn't believe how shameless this was. Right on cue, Boston 25 News comes up with this headline hours later. Look at this headline. Just in, accuser claims sex abuse by Plymouth police officer who was placed on leave, court documents show. Are you fucking kidding me? And then you go to the story and you're like, what do you mean court documents show? Let's see it. An accuser made claims of sexual abuse by a Plymouth police officer and her husband in an abuse prevention order the same day the officer was placed on administrative leave from her job. Pelrine is the subject of an abuse prevention order filed in Plymouth District Court on March 17th. Court documents show. Get out of here. I don't want a few comments. The court ordered Pelrine not to abuse or contact the alleged victim and to stay at least 100 yards from the alleged victim. The court also ordered Pelrine to immediately surrender all guns, ammunition, FID cards, and a handwritten affidavit. The accuser claims that Pelrine and her husband, Daniel Fornand, both sexually assaulted me until 2025 and physically assaulted me until 2026. Physical assault was only, they are literally quoting the affidavit that I published. That's all they're doing. Let's be clear. There is only one place they could have got this from. That is not a public document. What you saw there is not a public document. Boston 25 News could not go down to the courthouse and get that document on their own. They can't. You have to be sent that by the source. And there's only one or two people that could send that out because I know who the source is. I know what it is. That's an impounded document. And I know as a fact because I talked to the source who specifically said, we're not giving it to, we want you to break this story. Why? Because you earned it, shit motherfucker. Because you'll tell this truth when no one else will. That's what you do. So I earned that shit. That people want me to be the first to break the story, and I did. There is nowhere else that Boston 25 News could get this story from. Nowhere else. They got it from, because sometimes they'll see that and they'll be like, okay, let's go get it on our own independently, and we could just say we didn't see it from him. They can't, there's nowhere else that Boston 25 News could get that from. None. And I hope Ted Daniels says something to them, because that ain't right. That's not right. Right? What they did. Ted didn't do it, but his corporate masters did. Okay? So they need to make, and I'm sure all the other media will report it too, whatever. Fucking bullshit. So luckily, though, we don't need them. Fuck the corporate media. We are the media now. Me and Jess Machado, right? And Jess had this dope tweet I want to read to you. She said, all right, I'll read this to you. She goes, I sat on the side of Dr. Turtleboy inside court today as we covered the Kelsey Fitzsimmons trial, which has been picked up by national news outlets. In between his live reporting on his courtroom observations, I watched as he wrote an article about a Plymouth police officer breaking open the story about why she was placed on unpaid leave. He was able to write that story because sources approached him with details about it. They didn't go to Fox 25. They went to Aidan Kearney. And after they did, he did the heavy lifting of verifying all of the information, securing the receipts, and then wrote the whole thing with a sense of urgency so the public didn't have to wait for answers like they usually have to wait. That's the thing. I could have written that story later on in the night, whatever, but the story was too important to get out, okay? Everybody wanted to know why this cop was suspended, and guess what? Now they know. Now they know. The community had a right to know what these people allegedly did. Right after he was done publishing the story, he finished up reporting on the Fitzsimmons trial and then packed up his things and ran out to go pick up his kids from the fake bus stop. Listen, as an independent journalist, I've had my work poached by mainstream media before with no credit, and quite frankly, there isn't anything we can do about it. But I'll be damned if I don't use my platform to tell the real story behind the story of hardworking, hustling journalists out here doing the work that stations like Fox 25 can't do themselves. Aidan Kearney may do a lot of things, but he's not going to take the easy way out for clicks. Much respect, Jess Machado. And then we got people like this. Like, how do we know the same person didn't also go to Fox? Right? Sources trust me, bro. I don't know what you want me to say. They trust me. That's why. So yeah, there you have it. There you have it. So anyway, if anybody wants their messages read out loud to the class tonight, you can click at the link at the top for Turtle Chat, or you can cash at me at $𝗺𝗺𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃, and we can do it that way. Let me see what we have here. If we have any donos yet that we can read out loud. Let's see. Donos, let's see. There it is. Okay. All right. Let's start off with Cassie J sends $10 and goes, okay, Daddy, how much do I got to put in your G-string to get them deets? I don't know who this is from. They said, don't read this part out loud. But geez Louise, some of you people are graphic. Oh my God. Okay. All right. It's getting hot in here. All right. Next. Let's see. Linz sends $10 and goes, who is the lady in your opening that says, don't make such fun of the criminal justice system? She seems unhinged. That would be Wendy Murphy. That would be Wendy Murphy. Go check out that. Well, I would say go. It's on Joel's STS stupid channel. I wouldn't recommend watching him unless you go watch that episode, because that was the funniest episode ever. So thank you very much for that one. Next, we have Laura sends $50 and says, don't underestimate the turtle. You're back on top, and we can all feel the energy shift. When is the next fundraiser? That's good. You know what? I need to organize that. I just need to wait for the Kelsey shit to die down, because I literally don't have yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, I probably what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know when it's going to be, but hopefully soon, because we definitely need one. And but again, got a lot going on. I like Kelsey Fitzsimmons like dominated my life right now, so we got to deal with that. Next, this is from, who's this from? You know who this is from? They say their name. Asser and Fish sends $20. Goes, don't read out loud unless you want to. If you really want to piss off those mainstream media cunts, try to interview the accuser in the story that you broke today. Just keep in mind he might want to do it off camera and not live. Well, I'm not saying that he's the source, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, cash apps. Let me see if we have any cash apps. All right, Marianne sends $25. Goes, put a watermark on your documents. I mean, yeah, what good would that do? They would just, you saw what they did. They didn't share the document. They just copied what was in the document. So thank you, Marianne. Carly sends $25 and goes, Daddy's making stacks and blowing out backs. Making stacks and blowing out backs. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I don't get the blowing out backs part. Is that a sexual reference? I don't get it. But I appreciate the love nonetheless. Let me see if I can refresh this. Okay. I don't see any more turtle chats here. If anybody else wants their message read, click at the link at the top for Turtle Chat. Or you can cash at me at $𝗺𝗺𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃, and we can do it that way. All right, cool. So what have we missed the last 2 days? So the Kelsey Fitzsimmons trial, everybody's talking about it. I went there yesterday, obviously, and today. it's funny. Jay Brill showed up today, and people are like, "Oh, don't watch out for him." He didn't say a word to me. I mean, I don't get it. It's like he didn't know what to do. If he's not trolling, he like doesn't know what to do. It's like, okay, cool, you lost. I mean, none of them are there. Like none of his homies are there. JFK doesn't have an interest. Crawford doesn't have an interest. I mean, the people that pretended to have an interest in the ship of war, BLT's doing, he's covering Nancy Guthrie now or whatever. Epstein, figuring that one out. I don't know. But this is what we do here. Me and Jess Machado, we're still out here. We're hustling. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button, guys. Hook it up. Yeah, he sat in court today, and then I think he got up and someone took his seat. So that was kind of funny. But what else happened? As we saw when we got there yesterday, I couldn't believe it. Ashley Aylaian, the one that looks like a stripper, and Doug Aylaian and Brendan Aylaian were all sitting in the courtroom. And I'm like, what are these people doing here? Why are they here? Justin Aylaian is not the victim in this case. The victim in this case is the Santa Claus motherfucker, Noonan, Colonel Sanders mofo. He's the victim. She almost killed me. He said, he tried to kill me. She kept saying, oh, he tried to kill me. Yeah. Wait, what's this one? Hold on. Oh, so I'm told that when you're bending a chick over, that's how you blow out her back. Okay. Okay, if you say so. But yeah, so we went down there and I forgot. I'm getting flustered with these bending over. Okay. Now they have a bat. You guys are distracting me. His story doesn't add up. I agree. And we're going to talk all about his stupid story. And people aren't buying it. People are not buying it. So when I saw the Alayans there, I'm like, what are they doing here? And then because I saw Steve Fitzsimmons outside, that's Kelsey's dad. Her mother was outside, her stepfather's outside, and they couldn't be in the courtroom. And I'm like, so why are the Alayans in there? And Bradel brought up the sequestration order, and they wouldn't leave. Okay, they wouldn't leave. And then so the judge had to tell them again. And then like, yeah, you motherfucker, you got to go. And so they stood up finally and they walked out. And then Tom CPU saw them on their phones watching the goddamn trial on the way out. So they're sequestered. But it's like, why are they there? You know what I mean? Like, why do you care about the outcome of this trial? Why do you has this woman not suffered enough? Have you guys not put her through enough? Literally, she's been shot. They took her baby and they threw her in jail for like 6 months. Hasn't she been through enough? Like, what else do you want from her? Have you not got your pound of flesh yet? I don't know. So it's like, are you just enjoying her misery? I don't get it. So anyway, so the trial starts and opening statements are heard and you guys get the gist of it. You got, I'm not going to like play all the clips or anything like that. It'll take all the year. Let me pull it up. Day one. I want Kelsey Fitzsimmons, day one. Where'd it go? Yeah. So there's the judge. I like the judge. You guys like the judge? I think the judge is cool. I hope he acquits her. I really do. That's Kelsey's sister right there. She had to leave the courtroom too. Let's see. She looked sharp with the pink blazer on too, didn't she? This 𝗃𝗄𝗃 guy. All right, there he is. They do their opening statements. Okay. Bradel does his opening statements, and then we'll get to the witnesses. Okay. So this is Lieutenant Daley. All right. And he's the guy, of course, that went up the stairs and he was like the lieutenant. We'll get to him in the video. Okay. He didn't witness, obviously, the shooting. Only one person witnessed the shooting, and that would be actually Kelsey and Noonan. That's it. No one else. I mean, he was in the house for it, but he was downstairs by then. And he tells his whole story. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. And let's see what we can get to here. The pictures of the room.
Out of the doorway.
Yes.
What stairs are those?
Those are the stairs to get up to the second floor.
I'll show you exhibit number 13. Recognize what that is.
Yes, that's the where that blanket, the red and black checkered blanket is on the couch. She was just to the left of it.
Right here.
Let me just excuse for one moment.
2. You recognize?
Yes.
This is where you said Ms. Fitzsimmons was gathering bottles and stuff.
So just past the refrigerator
Yeah. Okay.
room, you mean it's the kitchen? Yeah, part of the kitchen. Off of the kitchen.
That last room.
Yeah. I mean,
Mr.
all right.
Can I just,
Hold on.
Which room would that be?
that's the bedroom where the shooting occurred.
Exhibit number 38.
That's a photo from the top of the stairs also.
Okay, that's in the, you see a room on the left side of the photo is that. Exhibit number 30. Exhibit number 40.
That's
The landing.
I mean, this is a small house, man. It's like one of those second floor, like I think it's 2 bedrooms. Those rooms are not big. There's skinny staircase that brings you upstairs. Room to the left, room to the right. They're basically the same size. And it's got like the slanted ceilings because it's like on the second floor. There's no attic, I'm guessing. I don't even know. But is what it is. So like there's no way in a room that small you are not hitting your target. There's no fucking way.
Different angle.
different angle.
And,
How do you miss?
exhibit, do you remember
Seeing the is that police tape? Thank you.
2? In this photo, you can see an air conditioner. You can see the bed on the right, correct? The bassinet on the left.
Yeah.
Angled out, just to the left of the bed.
They were angled, the feet were angled out to the left. You mean our left as we're looking at the photograph or her left?
No, I'm sorry. Our left is we're looking at the photograph.
All right. Okay, then they do the cross-examination of this dude.
Event, and the court to consider the factors such as whether it's made in the same location as the precipitating event, temporal.
Yeah, okay.
That's okay.
You think you can see content that's
Sidebar, sidebar, sidebar. Okay, then we start seeing the tapes. Okay, so this is what I want to focus on. So here's Kelsey coming back. This is June 30th. This is after she's been stood up by him. Supposed to meet him at the park. He doesn't meet there. He's at Hunter's house, and he goes down to the courthouse, and he's getting an order on her, and he's not telling her that. Okay, and so she's just like ghosted. Then she comes back. Her hands are full, right? You would not know this woman gave birth like 4 months before this, would you? All right, here we go. She comes in. See, she's texting Justin. Like, this is normal mom shit. Jennifer McCabe, take notes. This is normal mom shit. Not Googling how long to die in cold at 2:27 a.m. Hands are full, going inside. Okay. And then the cops arrive, okay? Houston, Daley, Lieutenant Daley, and, of course, Noonan. The contrast here, man. You ring the doorbell. Okay, so she arrives, right? Holding the baby. Oh, isn't that so cute? Okay. The cops arrive, right? And they say, we have an order. Hey, Kelsey, we have an order to take you and take the baby. They tell her right away what they're there for. All right. And then look at how he extends his arms here. Like, give me the baby. Watch this. See this? See how he puts his arms out? He's like, give me the baby. We got to take the baby. There's no, how you doing? You okay? Hey, got bad news for you. Don't worry, everything's going to be fine. It's like, give me the baby. Look at him. Look at him put his arms out. And she instinctively turns away like, no, motherfucker, you can't have the baby. Look at her. She likes shielding the baby. Okay? And he's like, I got an order. And just look at the way they march in here. You know? It's this guy. He's so creepy looking with his gloves. This guy. Oh, look at him. And there's her pal Houston, who's invited to the wedding. And then Houston comes out at 5:02 and 52 seconds, and he's holding the baby. So she is forced to give over the baby. What time did they first come in? What time was that? That was at 4:50 they came in, I think. Yeah, that was 4:50. So 12 minutes later, he's got the baby, and she's getting her shit together, and then the mom arrives. Okay, so now it's 5:03. So the mom has been alerted. She's down there right away. All right. And comes down. Then the mom takes the baby. Grandma. Because the baby's fussy, obviously. There's armed men in the house. Something's not. Babies can sense that shit. So now we're at 5:04. And look who it is. Look who it is. Goofus and Gallant. Here they are. Justin. Boston Justin. He always walks with like a purpose, too. He's just such a douchebag. Look at him. Okay. Oh, he's so weird. We're going to talk about how weird they are. And then his weird sister who, you know they still take baths together. Somebody said that. You know they do. You know they took baths together until they were at least 12, I would say. I think that's fair. Until they just couldn't fit anymore. Then, okay, so 5:05, she's got the baby. Okay. Literally just a baby exchange. We'll follow you. Come get the baby. Justin's now going down in the basement. Okay, Justin gets the shit first. So now we're up to 5:06. Right? Taking all this shit. Now he's going to get more shit. Why is he even in the house if the order says he has to be like 100 yards from her too? Like, how is this even allowed? All right. So 5:07, he goes down the basement. At this point, Noonan is basically alone in the room with her. Okay. He goes back there. 5:08. Okay. Comes back with the suitcase. Looks around for some more shit. Where's my stash? You know he's looking for a stash. Okay, now we're at 5:08 and 34. Okay, then the gunshot goes off. 5:08 and 38. And this motherfucker runs. Run, Forrest, run. Okay, look at this. Look at this guy. Look at those moves, too. It's Barry Sanders mofo. He's putting juke moves on, high stepping. Look at him. Let's look at him run. Go regular motion. So he runs. Now, keep in mind, people are like, well, what about the baby? The baby's gone at this point. The baby's in the woods, okay? She's out with the baby. So some people are like, well, he was running to protect the baby. Was he? Was he doing that? He's not at all curious what just happened upstairs. Like, what does he think's happening up there? Who got shot? Like, this is a woman he loved, and like she could be dead. Literally got shot. So he runs outside. And then the funniest part, when I saw this, I was dying. All right. Here it comes. Here it comes. Look at it. Look at that. Look at, he can't keep his footing. What is he running from? Look at him. Another angle. Okay. Gets up and runs. This guy's acting like the World Trade Center just got hit the way he's running. Look at him. And then this was my favorite. So the mom also is realizing something has just happened because a major boom just went off. She's much closer, and that's her daughter. And look how this is just, look at him. This is the moment she realized My daughter is engaged to a pussy. My daughter is a lesbian. This is when she first realized her daughter was a lesbian. And so, because she's like, why is this motherfucker running? As far as she knows, did he do something? Why is he running away? Look at it. See the way she looks at him? Like she's looking at him like, what did this motherfucker just do? What did he do? And look at the look at her face. She see like, where did he go? Look at her. Look at her face. Like this is horror. Something is horrible has just happened. Look at her. Horrifying. Seeing that, man. Horrifying. And this Houston. He's going to get the medical stuff. Okay. Is that Noonan? Sorry, I just shot your kid. Oh, that's not Noonan. Okay. Fire department. I mean, this was crazy. Seeing her in a body bag like that, dude. Crazy. Crazy, man.
The Commonwealth has no further questions on direct at this time. Okay. All right. So cross-examination.
All right. So then they cross-examine this guy.
Yes. Now, in terms of this incident, isn't it true that you spoke with Jess Machado at the police department before going to Kelsey's house on June 30th?
Yes.
And was that in person?
Yeah, in the lobby.
And how many times did you speak with him altogether?
In the lobby? Or
anywhere? This.
If I had spoken to him, at a work, like if he was on some type of a medical event.
I mean about this incident, about the service of the restraining order.
Just in the lobby.
So
and then when I called him on the phone to come over to the house, I've never spoken to him on that.
All right. How did you get a hold of his phone number?
Because he gave it. I asked him for his phone number when we were in the lobby before I left, and I told him to wait in the lobby till I called him to come over.
How did he come to be at the lobby of the police station?
I don't know.
Why?
I would assume he drove. But
well, you interacted with him, right?
I did.
Was he there to see you?
I don't know if it was necessarily there to see me. He was there to bring in the restraining order and to work out the logistics of the essentially taking custody of the child.
Okay. So he brought you the restraining order?
He brought a copy of it, and we had a copy of it that had come in electronically.
All right. Did he show you a copy of his affidavit at all?
He did.
All right. And did you bring that to Ms. Fitzsimmons?
No.
So you had it with Mr. Aylaian, but you didn't share it with Ms. Fitzsimmons when you served the order?
I didn't share it with Ms. Fitzsimmons when I saw the order, no.
Now, just so we have this right, Mr. Aylaian went to probate and family court, filed a lawsuit, essentially, a restraining order, getting custody and making all sorts of allegations against Ms. Fitzsimmons, right? That was your understanding?
Yes.
And he was living in Stowe, Massachusetts with his parents at the time, correct?
I don't know where he was living.
Okay. Did you ask?
No.
Did it matter?
Where he was living? Well, I knew he wasn't living at the residence because if he was living at the residence, it would have changed things as in Ms. Fitzsimmons would have had to vacate the residence.
There you
the
go.
judge would have checked on that.
So he's not living at Phillips Brooks Road, right?
Or he had someone else to stay.
All right. Anyway, so let's go to the next one. I want to get to.
Let me ask if I read it correctly. So she's laying on her back, head towards the window, feet closest to us, and the firearm was underneath her left leg. Did I read that correctly?
You did.
And that was your testimony, right?
Yes.
Now, this is the big thing that 𝗵𝗿 keeps pointing out is how did the gun get underneath her, right? It's just like with how John O'Keefe's cell phone got underneath him. How do you explain that? And as we saw with, I think it was Noonan today. It just did. Just did, bro. I don't know. Just did. All right. Who's that guy? All right. So let's go on to, I want to bring up Courtney Aylaian because we got to talk about how weird the Alayans are, bro. Look at her. She's so weird.
All set. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
In a nice loud voice, if you could please state your name and spell your first and last name for the record.
Courtney Aylaian, COURTNEYAYLAIAN.
And did you pronounce your last name Aylaian?
Yes.
Alien.
How old are you?
I'm 28 years old.
In what city do you live?
I live in Stowe, Massachusetts.
Where did you grow up?
Stowe, Massachusetts.
And did you go to school in Stowe?
Yes, I went to all of my childhood schooling in Stowe. I went to high school in Bolton, Massachusetts at a regional high school.
What do you do for work?
I work in software sales.
And do you have siblings?
I do. I'm the youngest of 4.
And if you could please state your siblings' names and their ages from oldest to you.
Sure. Brendan Aylaian is 34. Justin Aylaian is 32. Ashley Aylaian is 30.
And you are?
I am 28.
Thank you. I'd like to focus on your brother, Justin.
Yes.
What's your relationship like?
Oh, here we go.
Justin has been one of my best friends for as long as I can remember. He's been an incredible older brother.
Oh my
been
God.
I would say the first word that comes to mind is kind. Justin is probably the kindest person I know. He is loyal to the people he loves.
What the fuck does this have to do with anything? What was the question?
I am 28.
Thank you. I'd like to focus on your brother, Justin.
Yes.
What's your relationship like with him?
Justin has been one of my best friends.
What's your relationship like with him? You know what the answer to that is? We're pretty close. We're real close. Yeah, he's my brother. But not like one of those brothers that like we hardly ever talk. Like we're like best friends. That's it. That's all you gotta say. But instead she says this.
For as long as I can remember. He's been an incredible older brother. He's been I would say the first word that comes to mind is kind.
Nobody asked you what the first word that comes to mind is. Okay? Nobody asked you that. They asked you what your relationship was like with him, not the first word that comes to mind.
Justin is probably the kindest person I know.
Nobody cares.
He
Oh
is
my
loyal to
God.
the people he loves.
Yeah, he's real loyal. He's real loyal to
Are you aware that
Kelsey.
he was engaged to be married at some point?
Yes.
And around when did he become engaged, if you know?
Sometime after August of.
And by the way, that's like so rehearsed. She knows that like Justin's character Justin has been shit on by a lot of people. She came in knowing this, like crusty panties when she goes into court. Has so much to say, but you don't need to say so much. You know? It's like she feels like she needs to say that because he's gotten a bad rap out there. So maybe if I talk about what a good guy he is, then we can convince him he's the nicest guy. Bitch, he's not the one on trial. Huh. You got to hear what Runkle said about his testimony. He had me cracking up. Yeah, I mean, Runkle's team Kelsey, so that's nice to see.
2024.
Okay. And do you know who he was engaged to?
Kelsey Fitzsimmons.
And have you had the opportunity to spend time with Justin and Kelsey Fitzsimmons?
Yes, I have.
And do you see her in the courtroom here today?
I do.
If you can please point her out and describe an article of clothing she's wearing.
She is right here in front of me. She's wearing a pink, some sort of blazer.
Your Honor, may the record reflect the witness that identified the defendant.
It may.
Do you know when the wedding was supposed to be?
The wedding was supposed to be in October of this past year.
October 2025?
Yes.
And was it ultimately canceled?
Yes, it was.
I'd like to direct your attention to the weekend of June 28th and June 29th, 2025.
Objection.
Ground.
Relevance, 403.
Okay. So let's take it a question at a time. Okay. All right. Next question.
Did you go somewhere that weekend?
Yes, we went to Bethel, Maine.
And who is we?
Myself, the groom's party and the bridesmaid party. So Kelsey, Justin, myself, my sister, Katrina, Michelle, Deandra, Cassie, Maddie, Kelsey's sister. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anyone for females. On the groom side, it was both my brothers, Brendan and Justin.
Oh my God.
His friends, Aidan, Dave, her brother, Will, Hunter. That might be everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
And was it kind of was it the Jack and Jill bachelor party?
It was a Jack and Jill bachelor party, yes.
And did the weekend end early?
Yes, it did.
And did you go home?
Yes, I fled the house.
Fled?
Just exploring this, judges.
Okay.
They're not allowed to open this door. This is an assault
I fled the house, she said. Fled. Oh my God.
involving an officer.
She's so angry and like uptight and not cool.
Client.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's just argue this at side. Let me hear you at sidebar. Only.
All right, skip some of this.
Tell me what the conversation.
Yes, if that is the.
May I, Your Honor?
Yes, please.
Is it true that you drove home to Stowe on Sunday of that weekend?
Yes, if that is the. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the days. Yes. I stayed at a hotel the night before.
And then ultimately on Sunday, you went to your house in Stowe?
Correct.
And did you have without telling me what the conversation was about, did you have a conversation with Justin on that Sunday?
Yes.
And then did you again have a conversation with Justin the next day, which was Monday, June 30th?
Yes.
And as a result of that conversation, did you go somewhere?
Absolutely.
Where did you go?
We drove to his friend Hunter's house.
And who is Hunter?
Hunter is Justin's friend who he knew through the fire academy.
And where does Hunter live?
Hunter's in, I believe it's still in North Andover where he lives.
And is that where you drove on June 30th?
Correct.
And who did you drive with?
I drove my car alone. I met Justin there after he called me.
And did you, was anybody else at Hunter's house that day?
Yes. It was Hunter, myself, and two of her friends, two of Kelsey's friends, Michelle and Katrina, who were very concerned.
Okay. Without talking about what was said, did you and Justin at some point go somewhere alone?
Yes.
Where did you go?
We went to, not sure which courthouse it was. We went to a courthouse.
And what was the purpose of you and him going to the courthouse?
To file, so he could file for an emergency restraining order in custody.
And get custody of?
Of Caden.
And who's Caden?
Caden is Justin's son.
And how old was he at the time?
He was right around 4 months, I believe, at the time.
Did you have any familiarity with restraining orders?
No.
What did you do when you got to court?
When we got to court, Justin went to the desk and told them the situation, said he believed his son was...
Sustained. Next question.
Did you help Justin fill out a form?
Per the clerk's advice, yes. Justin was shaking.
Oh my God, Justin was shaking. They always have to add this shit. He was shaking. He was shaking, filling out a form.
From there?
From there, we drove to the North Andover Police Department.
And what did you do at the police department?
We both walked in, and I spoke with a couple of her lieutenants, Daley. I'm not sure who it exactly was I was speaking to, and I told them that I thought she would.
And without telling me what you said, did you give the police?
I thought you would. What's she about to say there?
I'm not sure who it exactly was I was speaking to, and I told them that I thought she would.
I thought she would kill. And Brady's objection. I thought she would kill who? Caden or Justin? You said you were about to say Caden, didn't you? You were about to say that she was going to kill the baby. That's what you guys said, huh? That's what you said to get the baby, huh?
And without telling me what you said, did you give the police something? Did you give the police a copy of the restraining order?
It was faxed to them, yes.
And did the police...
Non-responsive.
Overruled.
And did you stay at the police station for a period of time?
Yes.
And what happened next?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good
We were at the
point,
police
guys.
station
He was in the
praying,
basement.
And we got a call from one of the lieutenants saying that Caden was safe and to come to the house and get him.
We were praying. Wait.
What house happened next?
We were at the police station praying, and we got a call from one of the lieutenants saying that Caden was safe and to come to the house and get him.
We were praying. Praying for what? Why were you praying? Were you praying the night before on the 29th? Were you praying on the 28th? All of a sudden you're praying. And by the way, if you're that worried about Caden, how come you couldn't Venmo your brother some gas money? Because that was the holdup. Kelsey was asking him to take the baby. Asking him to. And he was like, nah, I got no gas money, bitch. Fuck you want from me? How about you Venmo me some gas money and then I'll get the baby? That's what he said, literally.
And what house were you going to?
125 Phillips Brooks Road.
Have you been to that house before?
I have.
Okay. How did you get there?
We had driven separately, so we both drove our cars to the house.
So you drove your car and Justin drove his car?
Correct.
And did you, approximately how long were you waiting at the police station before you got that call?
It was much quicker than we thought, probably 20 minutes maybe. I could be a little off, but 20 minutes.
And about how long did it take you to get from the police station to 125 Phillips Brooks Road?
Not long, but less than 10 minutes.
And what happened once you got there?
We got there. We were welcomed in the door by an officer. He said Kelsey's upstairs getting some clothes for Caden.
Okay, without telling me what the officer said.
She just got so much to say. And by the way, I said it before and I'll say it again. It's weird that this family has 4 adult kids, all right at the age when you start getting married and having babies and shit. And none of them is married. None of them has a fiance. None of them has a serious girlfriend or boyfriend. None of them. And I know the type. I've heard of these type of families before. I know somebody that like their last boyfriend, right? That the relationship didn't work out specifically because he was a mama's boy. And like no one was ever good enough for him. And he was just he couldn't get over the family bond. And the family is just so close and no one else could be in. No one else could be in the family. And that's how people like this work. No one else is going to be ever good enough for one of the Aylaian children. None of them ever will. But they want the next generation of Aylaians, though. So that's all Kelsey Fitzsimmons was to these people. She was a vehicle to reproduce and give more Aylaian children. That's all she was. That's all she was.
Overruled. Next question.
You said you were led inside by a police officer. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then what happened when you went inside?
Lauren, Kelsey's mom, was holding Aidan. She was angry. She said to Justin, "Kelsey is fine." Justin's.
She was angry.
Sorry, ma'am, no one expects you to know these legal rules, but unless you're specifically asked, you can't.
Oh my
repeat what
God.
people told you, okay? All right, thanks very much.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you go inside, you and Justin go inside?
Yes.
And then you saw, who did you see?
Lauren Page was holding Aidan.
And who's Lauren Page?
Kelsey's mother.
Okay, and you and her had a conversation?
Justin and her did.
Okay, and then what happened? And she was holding the baby?
Yep.
And then what happened next?
She handed Aidan to Justin. Justin then handed Aidan to me. And I said, "Why don't I take a step outside?" I wanted to avoid a confrontation. So we took the carrier, the baby car seat. We walked outside.
And so you took Aidan in your arms?
In my arms.
And you walked outside?
Yes.
And did Justin walk out with you?
Yes.
And did Justin take anything with him?
He took the carrier, the car seat.
Okay. And
Seriously, Wednesday
At that point,
Adams. Seriously.
did you make
no.
a phone call?
I did.
Who did you call?
I called my mother.
Okay, and this is while you were outside?
Of course you-
Yes.
Mission
And then
accomplished, Mom. Mission
What happened
accomplished.
next?
There were gunshots that went off.
And how do you know that they were gunshots?
It was I've been shooting before. Know what a gun sounds like. There were several gunshots and an explosion sound because they, I believe, had hit the air conditioner. There was a lot of smoke coming out of the window.
Objection, Your Honor. There's no personal knowledge of any of this.
Yeah, how would she? Yeah.
Is this what you saw or
I saw the smoke.
overruled?
And where were you standing when you heard the gunshots?
I was near the side where the school parking lot is. I was next to our cars in the yard
And
on the property.
approximately how many you said gunshots plural, how many did you hear?
There were at least two.
And then after you looked back at the house and you saw the smoke?
I was right in front of the house, yes.
Oh yeah.
And what did you do next?
I knew I needed to run. I started to back up and I was scanning the house, just praying to see Justin come out.
What?
Sorry, I'm trying to say what I'm not supposed to, I guess.
Oh my God. I was trying to say what I'm not supposed to say. Praying that Justin would come out. Why wouldn't he come out? They're acting like she was like trying to shoot him. Oh God.
There, but I feared he was not coming out of that house.
So
And
where did you go?
Objection.
I backed up.
Sustained, I'll strike it.
I object to the further line of
Hold on.
questioning.
Sorry, I'm trying to say what I'm not supposed to, I guess, there, but I feared he was not coming out of that house.
So
And
where did you go?
Objection.
I backed
I
up.
feared he would
No,
not
strike
come
it.
out.
I object to the further line of questioning, and we just can't follow the rules. I ask you to strike the entire testimony.
Okay, overruled. All right, I know you're nervous. Everyone gets nervous. Just listen to the question and just answer just the question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Apologies.
Crossing the land.
Where did you go after you heard the gunshots?
Crossing the land.
I ran with my arms around Aidan and I ran through the school parking lot and was looking for somewhere to hide. And I cut into a neighborhood and looked back and didn't see anyone. So I cut behind a house and hid behind trees and I waited.
And
Talk about
sometime shortly
dramatic.
thereafter, did Justin come and pick you up?
Yes.
May I have a moment, Your Honor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who let you in?
One of the officers.
And how did that go?
In what sense?
Did you ring the bell? Did Justin ring the bell? Did you knock on the door? Did he break the door in? What happened?
He did not break the door in. The officer opened the door for us. I don't recall if we called him or if he saw us pull in, but we did tell him we were on our way. So he was expecting us.
Which officer opened the door for you?
I don't remember. I think it was Daley, but I do not remember.
Have you seen any video of how you went into the house?
I have not, no.
Judge, I'm going to ask that we play a clip that's in our. Yes, sir.
Format that is on the screen is different than what was on exhibit.
Yes.
Hold on, please let me finish. If
I'm sorry.
the side ends up playing something over and above.
And this is the porch area,
There she is. Okay.
correct?
It is.
Okay.
This is a big gotcha. Busted. You were let in? Yeah, you were let into the house.
So where's the officer that let you in?
He was right behind that door. I do not recall the name.
Really?
He's right at that door.
So you walked in without anyone letting you in her house, didn't you?
I don't know that I could say that because the officer was right
Did you see
behind it.
anybody on there letting you in?
I can't see the other side of the door.
So you're already in the house by that time. You walked in the house all by yourself, didn't you? With your
So
brother.
when I've gone to their house before, I typically go in that doorway and then knock at that door there.
You walked right in. didn't you?
I don't know. There was an officer
Well,
right
you saw it.
behind
What
it.
did you see on the video?
I walked in. I'm not sure if an officer was right behind it opening that too, because I know he was at the door.
And I'll offer that. It's not in, but I believe it's in the contract.
Where's the officer?
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Say that again?
I believe that clip is in the contract, but if you find out it's not, I would offer it.
It is.
Okay, all right, thank you. Is there any redirect?
We did. Bradel did the same thing in my trial with Lindsay when that court officer was like, she said that she was inside the courtroom when Lindsay walked out, and then when I walked out of the courtroom, and then we showed a picture of me walking out of the courtroom, and Tim's like, "Where were you in that picture?" And she's like, "Guess I'm not there." It's just like, nah. What difference does that make? I don't know, other than to establish that like if she's wrong about that, what else could she be wrong about?
Nothing.
Okay,
If she misremembers that. And then Justin 𝗿𝗉𝗓 gets called, and I'm like, whoa, I did not know that was going to be happening. And then I had to leave to go to the bus stop, so I only saw part of it. And there he is, looking like a douche. A mustache.
Aylaian, 𝗄𝗲𝗲𝗺𝗃.
Just the way they all talk like robots. Oh, they're so weird.
Last name 𝗃𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍.
And how old are you, sir?
I'm 32.
And what town do you live in?
Still, Massachusetts.
Did you grow up there?
I did, yes.
He's Nuttall's twin.
What schools did you go to there?
I went to 𝗄𝗏 Regional for high school. That's a tri-town, so it's still Bolton and Lancaster.
Yeah.
That's where I attended for grades 9 through 12.
What did you do after high school?
After high school, I immediately went to the University of New Hampshire, where I obtained a bachelor's in business management as a wilderness instructor at a therapy camp.
And what do you mean by a therapy camp?
I worked as a lead counselor for some youth between the ages of roughly 15 to 18, and there were some early adults as well on this camp, and we would help build confidence. We would give them coping mechanisms. We would do that in a wilderness setting. We would teach them primitive living skills.
No offense to Kelsey Fitzsimmons. What did she ever see in this guy? I don't get it. I don't get it. What did she ever see in this guy? He's just such a loser. I don't get it. He's not cool. He talks weird. He's kind of nerdy. I don't get what she likes about this guy.
And we would assist them in their transition, going back to their families or whatever they had after.
At some point, did you make your way back east?
I did, yes. I was out there for roughly 8 months, and I shortly came back after.
Okay. What did you do when you came back?
When I came back, shortly thereafter, in the fall of 2017, I enlisted in the United States Army.
Okay. Did you go to boot camp?
I did, yes. I attended boot camp. In Fort Benning, Georgia. I enlisted as an infantry. So I attended boot camp in Fort Benning, Georgia, immediately after boot camp, and that's where I spent the rest of my tenure in the Army. Prior to selection, right after that, with an honorable discharge, and I did, yes, roughly a year. There.
Know a person by the name of Kelsey Fitzsimmons?
I do, yes.
How and when did you first meet her?
It was September of 2023. She had reached out to me on Facebook. She had seen a picture of me posted on the North Andover.
Oh yeah, you're so handsome.
She was recently going to be getting hired as a North Andover police officer, and she reached out to me on Facebook.
Fair to say you developed a relationship with her?
We did very quickly, yes.
Okay. At some point, did it become more than casual?
Yep, it became more than casual very quickly. Both of us developed feelings very quickly.
Oh my God.
And that developed into a relationship very quickly as well. And it was about roughly 6 months after that we had initially met that that Kelsey and I had moved in together.
And where did you move in?
She had owned a home at 125 Phillips Brooks in North Andover. My lease had ended.
He must be.
2024.
I don't know.
And at that point, we decided that we were going to live together, and I wasn't going to renew my current lease that I had.
And I'm sorry, remind me, were you on the fire department? You were on the fire department.
I was, yes.
Were you living in North Andover at the time?
I was living in North Andover, yes.
At some point, you guys were living together. You had a baby?
That is correct.
Okay, and when was a boy or girl?
Boy.
Okay. How old now?
He is 13 months old.
And what's his date of birth?
2/16/2025.
So he was born while you were living together at 125 Phillips Brook?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Did your relationship become strained in any way? Just yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
And
Yes.
As a result of that,
Notice he goes just yes or no, because he knows, like, oh, these 𝗲𝗂𝗏 motherfuckers. That's an open-ended question. Did your relationship become strained? Yes, it did. Let me tell you about our entire history together and why she is a bad person and I'm actually a good person, and all of the things that went wrong in our relationship, and I will tell you about them all while I talk like this. Okay.
did you
Justin.
decide
Okay.
to do something on June 30th, that Monday?
Yes, I ended up obtaining a restraining order.
Okay. Now I'm going to just step back for a second, and we're going to talk about that day in particular, okay?
Okay.
At some point, were you communicating with the defendant at all?
Yes.
Yes.
How so?
It started in the morning. It was both texts and phone calls that we were going back and forth with each other. I had requested to see my son. I wanted to make sure that he was okay. She had sent many disturbing messages back and forth to me.
Disturbing messages? Bro, we read all the messages. There was no disturbing messages. Just look at them. She sent many disturbing messages. Where were those? I didn't see any disturbing messages at all.
Where were you on the 30th, on that Monday? Were you living at 125 Phillips Brook?
That was my permanent legal residence, but I was at my parents' house that day.
Okay. Had you gone, when was the last time you had been there?
It would have been June 27th, I believe, the day before our planned bachelor.
Okay. At any point, did you go back there to retrieve some items, guns, or anything like that?
Yes, the day prior, I had gone to obtain. I knew that I needed to pick up my firearms. I had feared for my son, and I thought that his life was in danger and grave risk.
So you went on the 29th to get your firearms because you felt like your son was at grave risk. So you took your firearms, but not hers. What? So there's still firearms left in the... And then the next day, you're so concerned for your son's life that you don't mention any of this concern at all in any of your messages. Not once do we see a single message from him expressing any sort of concern for the baby. Nothing. Not a fucking thing do we hear from this clown that expresses any sort of worry for the baby. In fact, she's begging him to see the baby. And he's like, I got no gas money. I got no gas money.
Sustained. And I object to any further questioning on this relative on relative grounds and on relevance grounds to whether Ms. Fitzsimmons assaulted a policeman in the bedroom where it was just the two of them.
I'm just going to take the objections one at a time. That objection sustained, I will strike.
You own firearms?
Yes, sir.
How many?
Roughly 9.
And where were they kept in the home?
They were kept upstairs in the closet. There was a large rifle safe. Several of them were kept in there. And then I had one firearm that I would keep in our bedroom that was in a green chest directly. If you were walk into the bedroom, it was on the left side in the green chest, directly next to the door frame, locked up.
I'm gonna do Justin 𝗲𝗏𝗏 for the rest of
If you
it.
walk into your home through the door, yes, front door, the stairs to upstairs, fair to say, almost right in front of you?
Correct.
Correct.
Now, as you walk up the stairs, there are 2 rooms at the top.
Yes.
There's a
Correct.
landing and 2 rooms at the top, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
The
There were
safe
2
that
of
you had described, the green safe, which way would you go to get to the green safe?
You
I
would
will
take a right
go
into the
to
bedroom,
the bedroom.
and then the first foot that you would step into the bedroom, it was directly on your left, on the ground.
That was a bad question. What color is the safe, the rifle safe?
The rifle safe was black.
Black. Okay. I want to talk about that first. I apologize. Now, where was that?
If you were to go up the stairs and you were on the landing, you would take a left. You would go into that room right there, and then it was in that closet directly on the left side of the room.
Okay. And it's a rifle safe, meaning it has a lock?
Yes.
What kind of lock?
I believe it was a keypad lock.
Do you know if the defendant had any firearms?
Yes.
How many?
I couldn't be exact. She just got her license to carry returned to her. I don't know the exact number of firearms that were returned to her.
Okay. What kind were they?
Several handguns.
Handguns? Okay. When you went on
I mean,
the 29th
bro.
to retrieve your handguns, where did you?
How? He doesn't have a fucking personality. Everything was. Well, there were 2 firearms. I don't know how many firearms there were. It's like, why do they talk like this? They're fucking weird, dude. Look at them. They're so weird. The only one I want to hear from is the stripper sister. I don't know if she's actually a stripper. Disclaimer, I don't know if she's actually a stripper, but she just looks like one. Okay. And that's the only one does she talk like that too? Because that woman looks like she's seen some shit. I heard she did all the time. That's what people were telling me today. I don't know the whole story with her. But they're just such weirdos. Like they're made in a lab or something, these 𝗲𝗄𝗋𝗋😋. Look at them. Look at them.
I went directly upstairs and I went into that gun safe, the rifle safe that was on the left side of the landing, and I retrieved my firearms from there first.
Okay. And then you talked about a green safe.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that. You walk up the stairs, the landing is there, you go to the right, which is the bedroom, correct?
Correct.
The other room, is that the one with the crib in it?
Correct.
Okay. Now, if you go right to your left, you had described on the floor, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You had one gun in there?
Yes.
Did you see any other guns in there when you opened that?
No, I did not.
So are we not now talking about the green safe?
Yes.
Okay.
A second.
Sure.
I mean, okay.
Where the photo taker, the picture taker, would be standing in that home?
They'd be standing on the landing immediately as you go up to the stairs to the second floor in between the two rooms.
Okay. And that's the one on the left that we had been describing?
Yes.
Correct? I'm going to show you what's the previous
Hold on. The one on the left, meaning the room on the left?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to show you.
My close is the black rifle safe.
Okay. And that is, when you're standing on the landing, that is the room to the left. And the closet in that room is where the rifle safe is?
Correct.
And I'm sorry if I
Hold
asked
on,
you,
hold
did
on.
you see any of the
I just realized I need to do something. Don't go anywhere. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. All right, that's better. Now we're Justin. Okay, here we go. Back.
defendant's guns in that rifle safe?
Yes.
How many do you remember?
I don't remember exactly. I believe there was two, but I don't remember the exact amount.
Now, bear with me. I'm going to take it step by step. I'm going to show you exhibit number 49. Do you recognize what that is?
Yes, that is taken from the landing, going up to the second floor on the right side. That's facing our
Safe. Do you know what that box is?
I do not know.
Have you seen that box before?
I may have, but I don't remember seeing it.
When you went on the 29th and retrieved your gun out of that safe, you didn't see any of the defendant's guns in that safe, correct?
I don't believe so, sir.
You remember that box being on top?
That box was not there, sir.
Now, I'm going to turn your attention, now that we're on the 29th, I'm going to turn your attention to the 30th. You had stated that you had been calling and texting the defendant throughout that day, correct?
Yes.
Were there any plans attempted to be made by anyone?
She had made several attempts to try to get me to meet her at the Common via text message. She had reached out and said, can we meet the Common at 2 p.m.? My initial response back to that was, for what? She then, again, tried to get me to reason with me, to meet me at the Common again. At that point, I said I had no gas. There was no way for me to get there. And she tried to meet up at several points. And I told her that was not comfortable. I did not feel comfortable being alone with you. I wanted to make sure my son was okay. And I feared that his life was in danger.
Oh, bro, you got to be killing me. I mean, look at this way. Look at how he looks. Look at him. Why do they all look like that? I fear for my son's life. Why, bitch? She tried to meet you at the park. You said you were scared to go to her house. I get it. You couldn't be around her. She was so scary. I know. But why couldn't you just go to the park and meet her there? You know, it's an open place. I don't think she's going to kill you at the park, man. You know, I don't think she's going to kill you there. No, you were at Hunter's house hanging with the ladies, weren't you? having a good time.
Where were you when the texting back and forth was happening?
I believe I was at my parents' house in Stowe.
Okay. At some point, did you make your way to North Andover?
I did, yes.
Why?
I felt that my son's life was in grave danger, and
Oh,
that harm may come to him in the hands of Kelsey.
God.
So as a result of that,
Hold on, there's an objection.
I felt like my son's life was in grave danger. What a fucking loser.
Overruled, just as the state of mind, not the truth.
so where did you go?
I went to my friend Hunter Hassam's house. He was renting an apartment in North Andover at the time.
Did you call anybody to meet you there?
I don't know if I had made the calls or they had called me, but I called my sister Courtney. I told her that I was going to North Andover. I had feared for my son, and I didn't know what was going to happen, but I had called her, and I was in contact with Kelsey's maid of honor, Katrina, and her bridesmaid, Michelle.
Worst friends ever, by the way. Worst friends ever.
So Katrina, Michelle, Courtney, Hunter, and you?
Yes, sir.
Are you all in Hunter's house right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Without saying what was said between was there anybody else there? Because I have 5.
I believe Hunter's girlfriend at the time, she was there as well. I believe she was present.
Okay. Now, were you communicating when you were there with the defendant at all?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
There were text messages that were being exchanged just over Caden, our son, and just general messages back and forth.
Okay. Did you ever agree to go meet her at the park?
No, sir.
Okay. At some point, did you learn through the text messages anyway that she knew you were at Hunter's?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us about that, please?
All of us were at Hunter's. We were all discussing the events that had occurred and what we could do to ensure Caden's safety, which is our son, but also Kelsey and everyone else around. At one point, Kelsey had messaged my phone.
So they're sitting around. We've all read the messages. And she's like, you want to meet up? At no point is he like ever like, I'm concerned. And meanwhile, now he says he's having some powwow with her friends, not just his friends, her friends too. And they're all concerned about like, yo, but this bitch is going to kill the baby. What are we going to do about it? No one else was like, it's just, I don't know. Yeah. Hunter's single now too. Yeah. What else we got here?
Clearly, to the extent, Judge, that the questions are open-ended, producing narrative answer and object, and there's been all sorts of objections sustained about the answer. So I would ask the court to maybe direct the Commonwealth to make more specific questions.
Knew you were at Hunter's.
She
Yes,
had,
yes or no?
yes.
Okay. What did she say?
I don't remember the exact verbiage, but it was, what are you doing? Something along the lines of, what are you doing at Hunter's? What is happening? Why are you with my friends? Something along those lines.
Okay. Now, without getting into the conversation that
Because I'm conspiring with your friends to steal the baby.
you had with your friends and with your sister, was a decision made for you to go somewhere to do something?
Yes.
Okay. And what was that?
To go to Lawrence to obtain a restraining order attached with temporary custody of Caden.
Okay. And did you do that?
Yes.
Where did you go? Do you remember?
I don't remember the exact, it was family probate court, I believe it was, but I'm not 100% sure.
And who did you go with?
I went with my sister Courtney.
Okay. Now, did you fill out paperwork while you were there?
I did, yes.
Did anyone assist you in filling that out?
Yes. My sister helped me, and then there was also someone with the court system. I don't know who the name was, but they assisted as well.
Fair to say you went in front of a judge, an order was issued, and then you left the building, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you go when you left the building?
I immediately went to the North Andover Police Department.
When you got there, did you have a conversation, without saying what was said, with some of the police personnel there?
Yes.
Did you give them anything?
I believe I handed them the restraining order, and they said that it was already faxed to them.
Okay. At some point, did they leave?
They did, yes.
And what did you do?
I waited at the police station while they went to the Kelsey Fitzsimmons home.
Okay. And at some point, did you get a call?
I did, yes.
From who?
I believe it was from Officer Daley. He had called to inform me to come to the residence and get custody of my son.
So did you go?
I did, yes.
Did you go with anybody else?
My sister and I, we both went to the house. We took 2 separate cars.
Did you get there at the same time?
Yes.
What happened when you got there?
At that point, we both walked.
And by the way, he said that she never invited him to the park. That can't be true. Well, there's nothing in the texts. He said that she never He never agreed to go to the park. If he never agreed to go to the park, then why the fuck would she pack up all her shit and go there? Bullshit. This is what they love to do. They love to, if shit is not in a text, they just deny it happens. That's what they do. If it's over the phone, they lie about, no, it never happened. And you can't record them in this state, as we know, unless you want to get a criminal complaint filed against you, right?
Walked into the house. Officer Daley was downstairs. 2 officers were upstairs. And Kelsey's mother was holding the baby in the living room. At that point, I obtained 𝗃𝗃 from her mother.
Obtained 𝗃𝗃? I obtained 𝗃𝗃. Oh my God.
We initially started to put him in a car seat. And then once he started crying, we figured it might be best, my sister and I, to get him ready for transport to bring him back to 𝗃𝗃 outside.
Okay, so who carried 𝗃𝗃 out?
My sister Courtney did.
And what did you do?
I asked if I could obtain some clothes while I was there. I just needed something so I could live day to day, as I had no clothes or any of my sons.
Was this the first time you went out, or did you go back in the house a second time, if you remember?
This was the first. I went out the first time, and then I came back in.
Okay, so the first time you went out, Courtney went out with 𝗃𝗃.
Yes.
What did you take, if you remember?
I believe I had the car seat in my hand.
Okay. At some point, you came back?
Yes.
And you asked permission to do something?
Yes, I asked permission to get some clothes and a few clothes for Aidan and some of his bottles and formula.
Okay, so where did you go?
I went down to the basement that was under construction at the time. There was no lights on, so I believe I had my camera, my phone out with the light on it, and I was searching for a suitcase that I had down there. I heard an officer scream out, "Stop, don't do it." At that point, I had heard several gunshots ring out, and I heard Kelsey's mother screaming.
And what'd you do? You ran like a bitch, right?
What did you do then?
I ran like a bitch.
We ran through the garage, which was connected just to the basement. There was no wall there. Again, we're putting up a wall, so I ran straight through there. I fumbled with the lock for a second to get it open, as there was no light down there. As I got it open, I threw the door open. I ran around the side of the house, screaming for my sister to run.
Oh my God!
So where did you go?
Screaming for my sister to run.
I believe I saw her briefly. I did see her running down past the school that was adjacent to our property.
Where's the Look at this guy. I mean, first of all, that's not what her sister. I thought her sister was in the woods hiding. Wasn't she hiding in the woods behind the tree? Okay. Run, bitch, run.
Correct, yes.
So what did you do?
At that point, as I saw my sister run, I knew that we needed a vehicle for transportation to get out of there, to get out of the area as fast as possible, fearing for my son's life, for my sister's life.
It was D-Day, I know. It was like fucking D-Day.
I got into my vehicle. I believe I had made eye contact very briefly with Officer Houston, who was grabbing his medical bag out of his patrol vehicle. I got into my truck, and I immediately pulled a U-turn and drove where I saw my sister running from. Once I got to the other end of the school, I had stopped my vehicle. And at that point, I didn't see which direction my sister had gone. So I had stood outside my car yelling her name repeatedly. I wasn't sure where she was or if she was okay. And then
at some point, did she appear?
She did appear. She came running out behind another house across the way, and she came running over.
I know, dude, just talk normal. I know.
She got in the vehicle, and then we quickly drove down the road to get away towards Mass Ave in North Andover.
And where did you eventually go?
We eventually made our way back to 𝗃𝗃, Massachusetts, my parents' residence.
Thank you.
My parents' residence. We just like, why doesn't he talk? No, we went back to my mom's house. Yeah, we just went back to my mom's house. We went back to 𝗃𝗃, Massachusetts, to my mom's residence.
There was never a gun safe in the basement. Get them.
Did you before you went over?
Remotely accessing them, I was able to view them, yes.
Okay, when you did you see the defendant's car in the driveway?
No.
Okay, is that where she usually parked?
Yes, always.
Okay, and when I asked you that question, what time frame were we talking about?
During the day, what time?
Yeah.
It must have been roughly 5 o'clock, 5 p.m.
So weird. Look at him.
Thank you.
Your rifle's in it. That was in the baby's room, correct?
Correct, yes.
And that's the room as you go up the stairs to the left. You hit the landing, you go make a left, you're in the baby's room, correct?
Correct.
And then you visited the house on the 29th to retrieve your guns, right?
Yes.
And it's fair to say that you spent about 60 seconds with the baby.
I would say that's not true.
Kelsey had to tell you do you want to see your baby? Do you want to hold your baby? And you held your baby for about a minute. Isn't that right?
I was at the property for roughly 30 minutes.
Answer my question.
Wait, hold on. What day was this? The 29th?
Spent about 60 seconds. You visited your rifles in it. That was in the baby's room, correct?
Correct, yes.
The
And
29th.
that's the room as you go up the stairs to the left. You hit the landing. You go make a left during the baby's room, correct?
Correct.
And then you visited the house on the 29th to retrieve your guns, right?
Yes.
And it's fair to say that you spent about 60 seconds with the baby.
I would say that's not true.
Kelsey had to tell you, do you want to see your baby? Do you want to hold your baby? And you held your baby for about a minute. Isn't that right?
I was at the property for roughly 30 minutes.
Answer my question.
Okay.
Is that true?
Yes.
So with respect to the gun safe in the bedroom to the right, up until then, that was Lauren and Kelsey's bedroom, correct?
Correct, yes.
And there was a green safe in that bedroom, right?
Yes, sir.
And on the 29th, you went to that bedroom and you retrieved some of your firearms from that green safe, correct?
Yes, sir.
In fact, that was your grandfather's safe, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
And you wanted to take that with you, didn't you?
I did, yes, sir.
And you took Kelsey's guns out of that safe and you put them on the bed so that you could take only your guns and your grandfather's safe. Isn't that correct?
I did not take the gun safe, sir.
Isn't that what your intention was until Kelsey asked you not to?
I did leave the gun safe, yes, sir.
You left it because Kelsey asked you to leave it because she needed a place to safely keep her guns, right?
I don't know if that was her intention, sir.
So let's just go back a minute. You said that you went into that safe, you didn't see any other guns, you took your guns and you left. Isn't it true that you took Kelsey's guns, which you did see in the safe, you put them on the bed, and you tried to take the safe?
I do not remember if I took any of her guns out of the safe, sir. I don't remember seeing any of her firearms in that green safe. I only remember seeing them in the black safe.
So, I mean, you were very interested in getting your stuff out of that house on a couple occasions. This was your chance to get your grandfather's gun safe out of there, and it's your testimony that you just decided to leave it?
The only priority was removing my firearms. That was secondary because it was holding my safe, and it meant a safe transport way to move that firearm out of the house in a secure manner.
And when you left Kelsey with her firearms.
Why didn't he get an order on the 29th? If he's so worried about Caden. And why didn't he grab his clothes too? Didn't he say he had no clothes? Isn't that what he had to go back for on the 30th? I'm just saying.
And you took yours and you went back to still with your father, correct?
Yes, sir. I took my firearms.
Now, you said you were, just want to get it right. You said that you work at the North Andover Fire Department. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Do you work there presently?
Yes, sir.
Are you on the schedule?
Here we go.
No, sir.
Why not?
No.
He opened it for you.
No, no.
Relevancy? Yeah, I'll hear you sidebar.
He's been suspended.
Department, isn't that right?
Ruled subject to what I discussed at sidebar.
Overruled.
Sir, you're not on the schedule and you're not presently able to work for that department, isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
And the reason you were placed on suspension or administrative leave, whatever you call it, is because you have been caught on video many, many times using drugs that are in violation of your department and the town policy, correct?
Allegations were placed against me, and the town has a responsibility to do their due diligence and
Shut up!
So that's a yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The town has a he's such a robot, dude. The town has an obligation to do the allegations made against me, and the town has a duty. And but bitch, the answer is yes. Yes.
When did that go into place?
I don't have the exact date, but roughly a week or two ago.
Do you know the duration of this suspension or whatever you want to call it? I'm sorry.
Let's move on, Mr. Brado.
Sure.
I'll let him have it. I know, right? I'll let him have it. I'll let him have it.
Nothing further.
I mean, interesting. You know, he didn't really get that much into it. Again, you let the lawyers do what they do. Think they know what 𝗵𝗏𝗺 was explaining this, that like, because we all wanted him to really grill him, man. We wanted to grill the fuck out of him. But I guess he's really not the primary guy. That Noonan is the primary guy. And so Noonan comes in after this.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much.
This Santa Claus motherfucker.
That the testimony you're about to give in this
Look at this hipster Santa motherfucker.
cause now hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Thank you.
You may have a seat for yourself.
Mom and dad. And what are their names?
My mom has passed, but my dad,
Okay.
Clarence, I was originally working on the ground. So we're from base, and we basically radiated stuff. 8 days. It was like a 3-mile boot run in the morning.
First time, how long were you with SWAT?
From 07 to, I believe, 13, shortly after the marathon bombings.
Okay. Did you, at some point, did you switch departments?
I did.
And you were in North Andover at the beginning, and where did you go?
I went to Lawrence.
Why?
I wanted a little faster pace.
Did you get it?
I definitely did.
Okay. Now, while you were with Lawrence, did you continue with your SWAT?
Yes, I tried out for the Lawrence SWAT team.
It does kind of look like
Can you tell
LTL.
us your trajectory while you were in Lawrence? Were you always on patrol?
No.
What,
He looks like LTL. He really
became
does.
a field training officer.
Now you can't unsee
and
it.
I wound up in detectives
And now you can't unsee it. It is like a Santa LTL.
for several years, and then I went back to patrol to field train the new guys, SWAT, and that's pretty much it.
Now, you said you tried out for the Lawrence SWAT team, correct?
Yes.
And how long did you do that?
That was another 8-hour day.
Okay.
I departed and went back to North Andover.
Okay. And so,
2024, Your Honor.
why did you come back to North Andover?
I just wanted to bring my training and experience back to where it all started. I have 10 years left.
That's weird.
So, yeah, that's about it. And I'm getting older, so the slower pace is kind of needed.
So I'm going to turn your attention back to June 30th of 2025. Were you a patrol on that day?
Yes.
Okay. What was your shift, if you remember?
I did a swap, so I was working for another officer. So that shift was 4 to 12.
At some point, did you get a call from someone in particular?
Yes, Officer Houston.
At some point, did you learn why he called you?
Yes.
And why was that?
Apparently, the defendant's ex-fiance took a restraining order out.
You had to serve it?
Yes, we had to serve it.
Did you know that person? Did you know a person by the name of Justin Aylaian?
Didn't know him, but I met him on one occasion.
Did you know the defendant, Kelsey Fitzsimmons?
Knew her, but not well. She was on maternity most of the time that when I first transferred over. So.
All right. So you got a call from Houston.
I did.
Where did you go?
We met behind the Atkinson School. It's called the 𝗵𝗂𝗃, and he explained the situation to me.
Was he anybody else arrived at that point?
Not yet.
Okay. At some point, did someone?
Yes.
Who was that?
Lieutenant Daley.
Did you talk about any plan as to how this was going to occur?
Yeah, Lieutenant Daley said that he'd do the talking, and she, based on the restraining order, Justin was supposed to get custody. Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, I'll jump in. So you knew that there was potentially a child there.
Yes.
And that the child would be transferred from the defendant to the fiance, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So where did you go?
So from there, I pointed out to Officer Houston and Lieutenant Daley the positioning of where the defendant had parked her car, which was at least 150 yards away from her house, and we all thought that was very odd.
Why? Like he keeps. This is like the white Jeep. Somebody said this is like with Higgins' white Jeep. How they keep bringing this up. So it's very odd. Like, what do you suggest? Clearly, he's suggesting that she's up to no good here. She had some fucking plan, some master plan, having her car parked far away. She wanted them to think no one was in the house so she could ambush them, right? I think that's what they're going for here.
So where did you go?
We pulled up right before the house. The foliage was pretty overgrown.
Yep.
So we left our cars there, got out, and walked up to the front door.
Okay. At some point, did you come into contact with the defendant?
Yes, we did.
How did that happen?
Lieutenant Daley knocked on the door or rang the doorbell, and she came out.
Okay. Was she with anybody?
Her baby.
And where did you go?
We went into the family room. She went straight to a couch that's off to the left, and I kind of went straight. There was another couch, and I believe Houston was to the left of me.
Did you see and hear Lieutenant Daley interacting with the defendant?
Yes.
Can you tell us what you saw?
He explained the situation that Justin had taken the restraining order out, that we were going to have to remove firearms from the house, and that the baby, their son, he was going to be in Justin's custody for, I think it was 14 days until the next court hearing.
When Lieutenant Daley mentioned that the guns were going to be removed, did the defendant say anything about that?
Yeah, she said that they were located downstairs in the basement.
Yeah.
Like a gun case on a man.
What happened next?
She went to gather some belongings for their son, and she came up and handed me the baby. He was screaming. I was trying to calm him down.
Take the baby.
I believe she gave me his bottle, and I was trying to feed him.
So her plan was to kill him, but not before she trusted him with her baby. Okay.
Thinking it can't be too comfortable. I wear an elder carrier vest, and I have all my equipment in the front, so it was kind of hard to creel.
Did you eventually hand the baby off to someone else?
I did. I believe Lieutenant Daley.
Now, do you typically wear gloves when you're on duty?
I do.
Were you wearing gloves that day?
Yes, briefly for maybe like 10 minutes.
Okay. Did you take them off when you were in the house?
I did.
Now, did Miss Fitzsimmons leave the room at all?
While I was with the baby, yes. Lieutenant Daley and Officer Houston escorted her around. I think it may have been a kitchen area. I never went back there, so.
Was the subject of the restraining order walk around the house unattended?
No.
Okay. At some point, did they come back?
Yes.
Okay. What happened after that?
I handed the baby off. I was standing in front of her stairs, and she had stated that she had clothes upstairs for the baby, so I handed the baby off.
And so did someone go upstairs?
Myself and Officer Houston.
Where did you go?
Right at the top of the stairs. It's like it's a very small hallway. Right to the left is the baby's room. Right to the right is the main bedroom.
Okay. And so where did you go first?
To the left, to the baby's room.
And what did you observe?
I observed a crib. The back wall had bookshelves of sort, and there were just clothes on the ground.
Did you enter the room or did you stay on the outside?
I entered the room there.
Okay. What did you see the defendant doing, if anything?
She was wrapping up baby clothes, and she put him in a car seat. And then while she was doing that, I heard an older lady come in and start to yell at Lieutenant Daley.
Okay. Did that
can't imagine
create
why.
any reaction from the defendant at all?
No. I asked her who that was downstairs, and she looked up and said she had no idea.
What happened next?
She handed me the baby seat and asked me to take it downstairs, and I told her no.
Okay. What did you do with it?
I put it on the ground. I said, "We'll deal with that later."
What happened next?
She started packing a lot of books, and it's almost like this round basket with two handles. And I explained to her that her son's 4 months old. No need for all the books. You know, you're going to see him in 2 weeks. So.
What did you do with the books?
She handed me the basket and asked me to go downstairs, bring it downstairs.
And what?
All right. Be right back. Break real quick. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. This is LTL in 30 years. I know. This guy I thought he was okay yesterday. I'm like, this guy could be a problem. But then today, I think he showed his true colors.
What did you do?
I told her we would deal with it later, and I put it down on the ground.
And you told her she'd see her son in 2 weeks?
Yeah, roughly. I said your next court date is on the 14th.
What happened after you had that conversation with her and put the book carrier down?
At that point, Officer Houston had gone downstairs because of the commotion.
Okay.
So she said that she had to get more clothes out of her room. So I followed her into the room, but I never went in the room. I stayed on the.
I never went in the room.
I guess the top landing.
Never went in the
door
room.
frame.
Okay.
And did that seem to be a bedroom?
Yes.
Okay, so if you walk up the stairs, you had been in the room on the left, correct?
Yes.
Now she went across to the room on the right?
Yes.
Okay.
You said you didn't go into the room yourself?
No.
No.
Were you able to see her?
Yeah, she was 3 feet in front of me.
Okay. And
3 feet.
What was she doing?
She was wrapping up clothes, and she had paused, and she said something to the effect that these are dirty. And I said, listen, wherever the baby's going, I'm sure there's a washer and dryer. I said, wherever the baby's going, most likely has a washer and dryer, so don't be concerned. And then
I know,
I could tell
that's
she was
crazy.
getting upset. She started to shake, and I said, listen, you know, court date is in 2 weeks. It'll be over before you know.
Did something happen next?
Yes, she was on one knee when she was wrapping up the clothes, and she pushed off with her left foot and lunged behind the door frame. So to my left, to her right.
Okay, wait, hold
Did
on.
something happen next?
Hold on.
Yes, she was on one knee when she was wrapping up the clothes, and she pushed off with her left foot and lunged behind the door frame. So
Okay. Okay. So this like Viet Cong motherfucker, Kelsey Fitzsimmons, is on her knees. And one more time,
to
what
my
did
left
she
before
do?
you know.
Did something happen next?
Yes, she was on one knee when she
One
was
knee.
wrapping up the clothes, and she pushed off with her left foot and lunged behind the door frame.
Lunge, just made a break for. She's lunged. She's like, wrapping up clothing. But I got a way out of this. Lunge. He lunges for the door. She lunges, makes a break for it. Lunges. I mean, yeah, did she do a pirouette? Okay, so she lunges. Whatever that means. This Viet Cong motherfucker. Here
To
we
my
go.
left, to her right.
Okay. Could you see what was there from where you were?
Not from my perspective, no.
What happened after she went behind the door frame?
She reappeared with a gun and pointed it right at me and pulled the trigger.
Oh my God. And then pointed it right at me. Then all of a sudden she's like, wait, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Huh? Well, I'm not going to step inside the room, so I'm just going to stand right here. Just kind of wait for her to reappear. Then he reappears. He's like, surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, bitches. Bam.
Can you describe or show us how she did that?
Yep, so when she came around the frame here, she came up and clicked.
Okay. Where was it pointed?
My face.
After
Click.
it clicked, what happened?
I screamed her name. I was completely shocked. She had the drop on me.
She had the drop on me.
She began
Listen to this guy.
The drop.
She had the drop. This guy trying to use cop lingo. She had the drop on me. Bro, I think I learned that in The Wire. I think that's a term that like Chris Partlow taught Michael. Yo, you got to get to the scene. Yo, you got to get to a scene early so they don't get the drop on you. You got to get the drop on. This guy he stole this shit from The Wire. He did.
Which means she had the tactical advantage over me.
Okay. Get the drop on.
I drew my weapon. She was already backpedaling, and she was doing what we call a tap rack. Basically, when you do a tap rack, that's when your gun malfunctions. So when you tap the magazine, you want to make sure it's properly seated in the magazine well, and then you rack the upper receiver or the slide.
Okay, I think the judge was writing. I'd like him to see this, if I could. If you could just, because you made some.
I'm trying to understand the lingo too. Is it a tap, wrap, like a
Rack.
wrap?
Yes.
Make you stand up so you can see what he's doing, Judge.
So a tap, and a rack.
Okay. So tap on the bottom of the magazine.
Good tapping.
Like a
Rack.
wrap?
Yes.
Make you stand up so you can see what he's doing, Judge.
So
A tap. Yeah.
a tap, and a rack.
Okay. So tap on the bottom of the magazine.
Yes.
And a rack. Did she do that once or more than once?
She did it twice. So the first time she did it, it was slow motion. I could see her hand
Slow motion.
slide off the top of the receiver. She started moving her way around the bed, and she began tap racking again. And I was yelling at her, "Don't do it! Don't do it!"
Don't do
And
it.
then what happened?
After she successfully got around in the chamber, her right arm started to come up, and I shot twice in rapid succession.
After she
Yes.
got.
Could you hold on one second, please?
Hold on one sec.
She the top of the receiver. She started moving her way around the bed, and she began tap racking again, and I was yelling.
She's started tap. So she's just going around. He's like, Kelsey, no. She's like, no, motherfucker. First shot missed. I ain't gonna miss again, motherfucker. I ain't gonna miss again. I'm gonna shoot you. Then I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot Houston. He's not coming to the wedding. The wedding's officially, he's disinvited from the wedding because he's gonna be dead. And then I'm gonna shoot Lieutenant Daley, and none of them are gonna shoot me. Or I'm just gonna shoot all of you motherfuckers. And then I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna shoot Justin, and then I'm gonna shoot Courtney. I'm gonna get my baby back, okay? And then we're gonna live happily ever after. That's the plan. That's the plan. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
At her, don't do it! Don't do it!
And then what happened?
After she successfully got around in the chamber, her right arm started to come up, and I shot twice in rapid succession.
Her right arm. Okay. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
At her.
Yes.
Drop the gun. Why not? Wouldn't he say drop the gun?
Fired the second shot.
I saw her flinch. The gun went down, so I stopped shooting. She
Hold
stopped
on.
her.
What did you observe after you fired the second shot?
I saw her flinch. The gun went down, so I stopped shooting. She stopped her action, and then she went to the ground.
Where was she at this point?
On the opposite side of the bed, in between the wall and the bed.
What did you do next?
I covered down on her.
Covered down?
I kept my gun on her or in the area where she was because I couldn't really see all of her at that point.
What part of her could you see?
I think her legs, maybe. I don't really remember.
Okay. Did someone else appear at that time?
Lieutenant Daley.
Okay. And what did you see him do, if anything?
He came up, said, "Where's the gun?" I said, "She still has it. I'll cover you."
So what happened?
We walked around the bed. I stayed lethal force on her. He rolled her and saw the gun.
Okay. Did you see the gun?
I did too.
What happened with the gun?
He put it on the bed, and she was still conscious, alert, moving. I grabbed the gun. I moved it to the other side of the room.
What did you do next?
We immediately started first aid.
How so?
Putting pressure on the wound. We wanted to see if there was an exit wound, which there was. So we were trying to stop the bleeding. Officer Houston came running upstairs with a med kit. Lieutenant Daley started to wrap the wounds in gauze. And then Officer Core came into the room, and I ordered him to secure the weapon.
And did you see him do that?
I did.
Did you hear the defendant saying anything after she was on the ground?
It hurts. And I said, "Just keep breathing. You have a baby to live for."
Oh, he's so compassionate.
The medics showed up, fire department, and we all got out of their way so they could start working @𝗄𝗄𝗄𝗃.
Did they transport her out?
Yes, they did.
Did you look for anything after she was removed from the house?
So before she was removed from the house, I walked out of the bedroom just to give them space. It was a very small room. There was a lot of stuff everywhere.
Yeah, there was a small
right to the
room.
right. There was some sort of, I don't know, end table where she lunged, and it looked like a wooden box of some sort, and the lid was open on that.
Did you look for any damage out in the hallway at all, or the other room?
When I got out into the hallway, the baby's room had a door with little glass panes.
We do need
And
microdots.
noticed,
We need
Officer
microdots
Core noticed
bad.
First, he said, "This is damage. Did she get a round off on you?" And I said, "Geez, maybe she did."
Okay, hold on.
That's a small room.
Did you notice the broken glass?
Yes, I did, but there was nothing on the floor. So
At some point, did you?
Broken glass, where was it?
so on the baby's room, there's a door. I believe it was on the baby's room, and it had little glass panes.
Right.
One of them was damaged, but there was no glass on the second one. I could visibly see her flinch, but the first one, no.
Oh.
Why did you shoot twice?
She wouldn't stop.
She wouldn't stop.
Do you know if you hit her with the first one or the second one?
I didn't know. The second one, I could visibly see her flinch, but the first one, no, she was still getting ready to.
How the fuck do you miss? That's how do you miss? This guy's like all serious about it. How do you miss? How do you, like, from that close? You're a cop. It's a small room. You know? She's not Ninja Gaiden. You know? She's not, you know?
Raise her arm.
Marked exhibit number 6.
All right, let's see.
Is that the front door?
Oh, yes, that's the front door. The stairs are right to the right. Yep.
This guy loves his pictures, doesn't he?
Yeah, the stairs leading up. The stairs leading upstairs. So right to the right would be the master, and if you took a quick little left, the baby's room.
I'm going to show you it's marked exhibit number 30. Is that the container, I guess you will, the books that you were talking about earlier at the bottom?
Oh, yes.
Okay, yep.
I'm going to show you what's marked as exhibit number 49. You recognize what that is?
That would be the entrance going into the master.
Okay, into the bedroom?
Yes.
So this is where she jumped behind. Did he say she jumped, lunged this way? First of all, there's a fucking chair there. Why do they have a chair in their bedroom? That's another question. What kind of shit is that, Kelsey? You can't have a chair in your bedroom like that. Your room ain't that big. What are you doing? I guess she wants to hold the baby, I guess. But so how did she jump between here? He's saying that this is where the gun was hidden and she just got it out of that. Is that what he's saying?
I'll show you what's marked as exhibit number 51. Do you recognize what's in that photo?
That would be the box that was open to the left
there it
of
is.
the door frame.
Where did she lunge to? Like, where did she lunge? Bro. Okay, so this is the door frame, right? He's standing in the door frame. He's saying that she lunged. She was on one foot, on one knee, and then she just lunges. Boom. Where? Where does she lunge to? The space between the chair and the box, and he can't see her. Remember, he lost sight of her. And then she just reemerges in the fucking door frame. She's like, surprise, motherfucker! What?
What's in that photo?
That would be the box that
Where
was
did she
open
go?
to the left of the door frame.
Number 50. You recognize that?
Yes.
Where were you in relation to this picture?
I'm where the picture was taken from.
Where were you when you first observed Miss Fitzsimmons pull out the gun and aim it at your face?
Right before the door frame.
Okay, so you're back up a little?
Yep. Probably right, whoever took that picture, probably right there.
Yes, exactly. Right from where the picture's taken from. So how did she lunge in here? Where did she lunge to? How did she end up outside of your field of vision? Right? How? Where did she lunge to, bro?
And where were you in relation to the door frame when you shot your weapon?
I used part of the door frame as some sort of cover, and I was leaning up against it with both my hands.
So you were leaning up against the door frame? What? After,
my gun and
hold on.
Yeah, probably right, whoever took that picture, probably right there.
And where were you in relation to the door frame when you shot your weapon?
I used part of the door frame as some sort of cover, and I was leaning up against it with both my hands. So
where could she be? So the bed's over here. Bro, how? Like, how can you possibly miss this? Look how fucking close shit is there, dude.
In the room.
I'll show you what's been marked.
There's nowhere to hide. So again, this is just, where does she go to? There's like, this room ain't that big. There's no place to play hide and seek in this motherfucker.
To show you what's been marked as exhibit number 53. Do you recognize that?
I do.
Can you tell us, and Judge, if I may ask him to get down to point it out to you.
Okay.
Can you tell us where Miss Fitzsimmons was? You may to show the judge where Miss Fitzsimmons was when she first tap-racked it, if you can.
Right about here. And then she...
So directly in front of you. She was right where I could see her. Right where I could see her.
Started sidestepping, and I was telling her not to do it. And I shot approximately right here. And she
okay, so you shot right here and you missed, and you hit the AC for some fucking reason.
And witnesses, the folks that are on the witness list should continue to follow.
All right, so that's day one. Now let's get into day two. How did he lose sight of her? You cannot possibly lose sight of somebody in there. That's a great question, Robin. You can't. She lunged to what? There's like 2 feet of space right there. And there's literally nowhere for her body to go between that chair and whatever that brown thing is, where he claims the gun was hidden. And she was just waiting for her chance to make a break for it. Oh my God. He shot her because he was trigger happy. Period. That's it. All right. He overreacted. That's it. And then he thought she was going to die. Right. And he didn't want to be in, have a dead cop on his hands. And that's it. Mystery solved. Mystery solved. Like, you don't want to be a cop killer. You want to be indicted, right? Yeah. Say she pointed the gun at you, bro. That's it.
When you got there, you didn't.
Hold on, let me go to playback speed. So then the next day it continues. Let's see.
Did or not? I think it's not my place to say. I know I did. I get a sense that this is pretty narrow stairwell, et cetera, but in any event, I'll leave it to you folks. That's, you folks are Officer Noonan.
Used on the 30th. What happened to it after you left the residence?
So I secured the scene, and then once more officers showed up, they relieved me, and the chief had me.
As the great 𝗃𝗄𝐿𝐶 pointed out, you know who else didn't believe his story? A grand jury. Because if what he's testified is the truth, then she committed attempted murder. She tried to murder him. She pointed a gun at his face that she thought was fully loaded, and she pulled the trigger. That's attempted murder. And the grand jury was like, nah, we're not going to indict her on that, bro. Nothing.
Walked with him to his car, and he took my firearm and he gave me his.
You talked about Kelsey Fitzsimmons. Do you see her in the courtroom today?
I do.
Can you point to her and describe an article of clothing that she's wearing?
She's wearing a sweater.
May the record reflect she has identified the defendant.
Yes, it may.
Thank you. I have nothing else.
Okay.
Reporting type glasses?
No.
That was
So you're
weird.
not reporting anything, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Let's go to June 30th. At
His
Kelsey
reporting
Fitzsimmons' house.
glasses?
What time did you get there?
I think right around 6 or 5:30, 6 o'clock.
The upshot of that visit was that when you got there, you didn't secure the firearms, did you?
No, we didn't.
And you, collectively, meaning the three of you, you brought the guy getting the restraining order to the person he claims he's in fear of, correct?
I wasn't aware that Justin was en route. That was Lieutenant Daley when he made arrangements with Justin.
So you're saying that was, sorry, finish your answer.
Justin Aylaian.
That was your, that was not your part of this incident?
No, it wasn't.
And you're saying that, oh, sorry.
Excuse me one moment. One moment. So I just want to have the gentleman move.
Thank you. Did you see him at all when you were there?
No.
You were aware that he came in and was walking around the house?
No.
You were not?
No.
You go upstairs with Kelsey and with Officer Houston, correct?
Yep.
Officer Houston leaves to see who's coming in downstairs?
There was an older woman that was causing a scene with Lieutenant Daley.
Causing a
and,
scene. An older woman?
Go downstairs.
He did, to mitigate what was going on downstairs, is what my belief was.
Okay. And you were with Kelsey when she was, she had gone into her bedroom, correct?
Yes.
Then you went down the stairs to see what was going on.
No.
You took some steps down the stairs, didn't you?
I did not.
Your testimony is that you stayed on that landing?
Yes.
Okay. Isn't it true you left Kelsey alone in that room for a period of time?
No.
You're serving an order on someone who's your colleague, correct?
Correct.
It's fair to say that this restraining order service isn't exactly going by the book, is it?
And from my past experience, it is.
Well, the guns are floating around out there.
Actually, Kelsey had stated the guns were downstairs in the basement in the safe.
I didn't ask you what she stated, did I?
Ooh.
Continue.
Thank you.
Continue.
So
Continue.
the
He
guns are
goes.
still floating around. You're
Continue.
serving a colleague. The guy comes to the house who's got the order. It's fair to say this isn't exactly a garden variety service of a restraining order, is it?
That's inaccurate.
It's inaccurate?
Yes.
Okay.
Inaccurate.
And this is just another day for you?
No, it's not.
So in fact, you were working, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You get a call from Houston.
Yes.
He tells you what the plan is, correct?
Yes, he said that.
I didn't ask you what he said.
Okay.
He told you what the plan is, correct?
No. He asked me to meet up with him.
He told you that Kelsey's ex-fiance got a restraining order and that you had to serve it, get her firearms, and get the baby, didn't he?
Not on the phone, no.
And you said to Houston on the phone, whatever he said to you, your answer was, sounds good, right?
No.
That's not what you said.
I don't remember what I said to him.
Okay. Well, that's what you told the grand jury, isn't it?
Objection.
Okay, overruled.
Misstating what he told the grand jury.
Well, you can restate there and redirect.
We'll get to it later. We'll circle back
And I
on all
prefer
this.
that both sides show a witness what they're referring to.
Know her well.
That's correct.
And you said that she was on maternity leave most of the time. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And you also said that you got along well with her, right?
For the time, I think we went to 1 or 2 calls together. Other than that, I worked a completely different shift. So we got along when we went to calls, yes.
Did you get along well with her or not?
Yeah.
And did you think well of her?
I really didn't have an opinion. I didn't have a chance to really get to know her.
Well, do you know Maureen 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, your neighbor?
Maureen 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
You gave her your opinion of Kelsey, didn't you?
I don't remember.
You called her a whack job, didn't you?
I don't recall.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bradley, I missed the question. Can you say
Sure.
it again?
So I asked,
I don't recall means yep. Yep. Because this guy denies everything. Nope. Never said that. Nope. That's how you know that's true. Called her a whack job. Of all the words to call her, of course he calls her the same thing that Michael Proctor calls every woman he doesn't like. A whack job. A whack job. What makes her a whack job, by the way? You know, what makes her a whack job? The fact that she freaked out when you took her baby? I mean, you don't really know her. You saw her in a time of crisis, I guess, calls her a whack job.
he knew Miss Maureen 𝗺𝗃𝗃, his neighbor.
Okay.
And I said that he gave his opinion of Kelsey to his neighbor, and then he called her a whack job. And then you can answer again, sir. What was your answer?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
I don't.
Is it possible you called her a whack job to your neighbor?
It's possible.
So that's what you really think about Kelsey, is it that she's a whack job?
After she tried to kill me.
After she tried.
You voted for Bear, didn't you?
No.
Well,
After she tried to kill me. Tried to kill me. Like he loves to drown. He tried to kill me. Did she? I don't know. This guy's just taking it real personally. Taking it real personally. I was trying to kill me. Come on, bro. She didn't try to kill you. Stop it. Stop it. Nobody believes that. Stop it.
let's see. You told the state police that the job was to section her, didn't you?
It was spoken about that if she reacts badly during the restraining order, she may have to get sections.
Well, that's what you said, that you had pre-planned that you were going to section her.
It wasn't
The job was to
pre-planned.
section her, isn't that what you said?
No, that's inaccurate.
So-
Hold on one second. Let me just go through some ground rules. You need to wait until the question is complete, because we can't have two folks talking over one another.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks very much. Go ahead, Mr. Bradley.
And also, you raised quite a lot of concerns about where Kelsey parked her car, correct?
Yes.
And you suggested at one point that you could box her in and take her into custody with respect to the car, right?
Yes.
So you were thinking that she was going to need to be sectioned, that she was a whack job, and that she needed to be boxed in and placed into custody, right? And that's what a state of mind you are.
He has testified that he thought she was a whack job before he went.
Overruled.
Those are all things that were in your mindset, weren't they?
No.
Well, you said them, right?
No, that's inaccurate.
Sectioning her,
It was brought up by my lieutenant that she may have to be sectioned
and you told the state police that part of the job was to section her.
if she were to be sectioned.
You didn't say that part to the state police, did you?
I don't recall.
Okay, well, we'll go over all this, don't worry.
Okay.
And
Oh, don't
so,
worry.
With respect to the car, you testified in such a manner that you're suggesting that there was some suspicion attached to that, right?
Can you rephrase?
Yeah, you're suspicious of the fact that she parked the car 150 yards away, you said.
Yes.
So your mindset is that she's evading something or she's up to something?
Well, in my training and experience, the distance of where she parked her car from her house and having a baby, and also her behavior in the past where her car was always parked in the driveway, was.
So you didn't know her very well.
That was wild. I thought you didn't know her very well. Where she always had her car parked in her driveway? You don't know her, but you know that she always has her car parked in her driveway? What?
And I patrol the town, so I have to drive by her house.
So she parks in the school next to her house.
Yes.
What do you think she's going to do?
I don't know. I don't know what her mindset was.
So you're speculating about any suspicion that's attached to that parking job, right?
I was just suspicious about that.
So she's in the house. You know she's in the house.
No, I don't.
You go to the house. You knock on the door. Daley knocks on the door. She comes out like a regular mom, holding the baby, wearing sweats, hair's probably in a ponytail, opens the door.
Yes.
Right? So at that point, do you let go of your suspicions about where she parked the car?
I was still curious as to why she parked her car over 150 yards away.
Well, you're looking at it through your own lens as an investigator. Isn't it possible that there's 100 other possibilities in her life that maybe she parked there for some other reason?
Could be. I don't know. Again, I don't know what her mindset was.
So you go in there, and you are the only officer who has tactical gloves on when you go in there, correct?
They're neoprene gloves. Yes.
Neoprene.
So you're ready for anything, right?
It's past practice with me after working in Lawrence for so long. I tend to glove up for sanitary reasons.
I tend to glove up. This guy's got such a loser. Tried to glove up. Back in working in Lawrence, back in my Lawrence days. Now I'm retired. Too much action there. Moved back to North Andover. Bring my skills with me. This guy is so full of himself. Oh.
I knew we were going to have to handle her firearms, so I didn't want to get any of my prints or anything on them.
Well, you said you took them off fairly quickly when you got in there.
Yes.
And at what point did you take them off?
Right before she handed me the baby.
So you hadn't yet touched the firearms, and you took them off. So that plan about not getting your prints on firearms didn't pan out, did it?
I didn't want to hold the baby with those gloves. They're pretty dirty.
And while we're talking about holding the baby, it's fair to say that Kelsey Fitzsimmons, with 3 cops standing there, had her baby, and she's the one that chose to give it to you. Is that right? You didn't ask for it. Daley didn't order her to give it to you. She, with whatever her mindset was, chose you to take her baby. Isn't that right?
That's correct.
And she chose you to take a bottle and feed her baby, right?
That's correct.
And then this is 5 minutes before you say she tries to murder you, right?
That's correct.
Now, you said that
Absurd.
you felt that the baby couldn't be comfortable because you had your vest on. So it wasn't comfortable and you wanted to give the baby off to someone else, right? That's correct. A fair statement?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's not what you said prior, is it?
Well, I like to have my hands free as well. I don't like my hands tied up.
That's what you said the last time, right? That when you spoke with the state police, that you didn't like having anything in your hands, and it was really a tactical reason why you gave the baby up, right?
No, it wasn't a tactical. I just didn't want to be holding the baby.
Isn't it tactical that you want to have your hands free to deal with anything you have to deal with at this?
I want to have my hands free on every call.
What's wrong with the word tactical? Why isn't that tactical?
Can you rephrase that?
What's wrong with the word tactical?
There's nothing wrong with that.
So why doesn't it apply? Because I said it?
I'm sure it could apply.
I'll strike that, Your Honor. Why doesn't it apply?
I'm sure it could apply. Sure.
So for tactical reasons, you gave up the baby, but that's not what you said here at this trial, is it?
I don't recall what you. Can you rephrase that?
Well, here at the trial, you said that the baby couldn't have been comfortable and you wanted to give the baby off, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And you didn't say anything about wanting to keep your hands free for tactical reasons, right?
It wasn't asked.
You were asked what happened repeatedly, and you had every opportunity to talk about it, didn't you?
Sure.
And you left it out.
Not on purpose.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. He goes, we'll see.
That doesn't help, please.
Sorry, Your Honor, motion to strike.
That's a motion of strike. This is funny. He strikes us. That's like when Alan Jackson said, well, you didn't do it. Well, you didn't put it there. We'll see. All right. Not yet. That was a good one. He strikes. I've never seen this before. He strikes his own. He has a motion to strike his own testimony.
You're moving to strike your own comment?
I am.
It's allowed. And that's very forthright of you.
Can I have a moment?
Yeah, take your time.
She's like, okay, this guy's bullshit.
Good. So your testimony here was that you didn't get the whole plan from Officer Houston on the phone, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And my suggestion that your answer about the thing in sort of a matter-of-fact way was, okay, sounds good. And you disagree that you said that, right?
I don't disagree. I just don't recall.
You don't recall?
No, what I said.
So isn't it true that you were asked, page 36, who did you get a call from? Officer Houston. And what was that call about? Next question. And your answer was, he had asked me if Lieutenant Daley reached out to me. I said no. Officer Houston said, hey, can you meet me at the 𝗵𝗂𝗃, which is a little grade school behind the Atkinson School? He said, we have to serve papers to Officer Kelsey. I said, okay, sounds good. And I drove over to that location and met up with him, right? And
Sure.
you knew those papers were a restraining order for Kelsey to give up the baby, give up her guns, lose her job, brought by her fiance, right?
I had no idea what was entailed in the restraining order at that time.
At what point did you learn the job here?
As far as the restraining order?
As far as this job you were going to do at Kelsey's house?
What job?
Oh my God, dude.
Taking the baby.
Stop playing
finding
dumb.
the guns,
When I met up with
sectioning her,
Officer
boxing her in.
When I met up
putting
with
her in
Officer
custody.
Houston.
Don't talk when I'm talking, sir.
Oh,
Let's not argue back and forth and just ask the questions. If you just wait to.
Don't talk when I'm talking,
he's
sir.
done. If you can restate, thank you.
Sure. So you asked me what the job was. So my suggestion is that the job is serving the restraining order, going to get the baby, finding the guns. You thought about boxing her in and taking her into custody. You thought about sectioning her. That job.
When I met up with Officer Houston behind the 𝗵𝗂𝗃.
And at that point, you knew what you were getting into, right?
After he explained what was going on, and we were pretty shocked.
shame on you. Yeah. Shame on you, sir.
In all of the statements you've made prior to being here yesterday and today, you've never said that you were pretty shocked about anything, have you?
I don't recall.
You weren't shocked. You were treating this like a video game, weren't you?
No.
Oh, nope.
Well, your first answer is, sounds good, like it's any other day, right?
As to meeting up with him behind the 𝗵𝗂𝗃. Yep, sounds good. See you there.
Sounds good to meet up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fire. Let's talk about the bedroom and the shots that you fired.
Yeah, let's talk about
Here
that.
in court, you said that those shots were in rapid fire.
Rapid succession, yes.
And like a boom, boom?
Yes.
Boom, boom. How'd you miss?
No, that's not what you said to the state police, though, is it?
That was 8 months ago, right around there. I don't recall. I said I shot twice, possibly.
You told the state police that you pulled the trigger. This is 1232 in audio. You told the police that you pulled the trigger once. You said the word once. And then you said, I kept giving commands. And then you said, I pulled the trigger again. That's a completely different scenario than 2 shots in rapid succession, isn't it?
As far as the time frame, I was trying to recall the event as best as possible. But, you know, rapid succession, you pull the trigger, pull it again. Yes, I pulled it twice.
Pulled it twice.
So that was July 3rd, right after this incident, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
So it's fair to say that talking then it's right after the incident. Now you're here in court. Both of those propositions can't be true, can they?
I'm sorry, what?
The proposition, I'll rephrase it here. The proposition that you said here in court, that you made 2 shots in rapid succession.
Yes.
And what you said on July 3rd, 1 shot, giving some commands, another shot. Both of those things can't be true, can they?
They can be true.
They can be true.
Yes.
So rapid succession, and then what? You talk really fast before the second shot?
Oh, I was giving commands. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm asking you about this particular passage, this particular thing. Here you said you made 2 shots in rapid succession.
Yes.
You painted a different picture on July 3rd, didn't you?
No.
You shot, you gave commands, and then you shot again. How can that be rapid succession?
Because that's how it went in rapid succession.
You disagreed with me that it was a boom boom.
Yes.
So where's the time for the commands between the shots?
As I'm yelling them.
Well, that's not what you said. You said you pulled the trigger once. I kept giving commands. I pulled the trigger again.
Yes.
So they're 2 different assertions, aren't they?
No.
Okay. What was your preparation like for this case? To come in here and testify.
I met up with, one was recently, I think last.
5 minutes after the shooting, didn't you?
No. And the one before, I can't remember.
And when did you start prepping your testimony?
On this past Thursday.
5 minutes after the
Well, you
shooting.
probably started prepping your testimony about 5 minutes after the shooting, didn't you?
No.
When was the first time you were questioned
No.
about what happened?
I think July 3rd.
So everyone left you alone until July 3rd?
Yes.
Everyone left you alone until July 3rd. Yeah, why talk to this guy?
So it's fair to say that she was trying to get you away from her, right?
I don't know what her mindset was. I wasn't going to leave her alone.
Sure, let me ask you a better question. The effect of that would have been, if you took things downstairs, that you would have left her.
Yes, that's correct. Ask that question again.
That's not consistent with her trying to kill you, is it? She's trying to get rid of you.
Overruled.
Can you ask that question again?
The fact that she's trying to remove you from the area where her gun is not consistent with her trying to kill you, is it?
At that point, no.
No, exactly. That's a great point. That leads she wants him, she's trying to get him out of there so she can kill herself. That's what she wanted to do. She wanted to end her life. Now, that in and of itself is like you're not in a good mental state. That's not good. I'll be the first to admit that. Like, you want to, she's not doing well. She's freaking out. She's just had her baby taken from her, you know? This is why I don't own guns, by the way. I'm a proud non-gun owner. Because if I'm ever in a state of mind like that, I don't want to be around a gun. I don't trust myself with it. You know what I mean? It's just too easy. It's too fucking easy to end it. Nothing, anything else, you kill yourself, it's fucking a lot of work. You know, hanging yourself. There's a lot of ways you can kill yourself that are hard and, you know, require really dedication to doing it. Whereas like a gun, that, boom, you know, but that's what he's describing is consistent with the fact that she would want to kill herself, not that she wants to kill him.
So let's get into the incident here. What do you say happened? You say that Kelsey went into her bedroom after being in the baby's room, correct?
Yes.
She, you don't go in the room, right?
No, I stayed at the very top of the stairs, right before the door frame.
So it's fair to say you're on the landing, the top of the stairs, looking into the room.
That's correct.
And the room's got a lot of furniture and a lot of things everywhere, right?
Yes.
So you say that Kelsey has a change in her demeanor, right?
Yes.
She starts to shake and get upset, shaking uncontrollably. You said, right?
Yes.
Then she lunges.
Lunges.
She's on her knees.
She was
One knee.
I believe on her right knee.
Then lunges.
Said that she pushed off her left leg and lunged, right?
Yes.
And at the time, you were.
It's like she's starting like the 4x100. Like what do we do? She's like on one knee, and then just use it like that's crazy, and just lunges to the corner. He'll never see me in the corner.
3 feet away from her.
Yes.
Maybe less.
Maybe.
So can we agree that's arm's length?
She was a little further away than arm's length, I would say.
So arm's length if you reach over maybe.
Yes.
And your testimony is that she lunges over and obtains a gun.
Yes.
Right. And she assumes a certain stance.
Can you elaborate?
Well, you were there. What stance did she assume?
She pointed a gun at my face and pulled the trigger.
And yesterday when you were being questioned, you assumed a two-handed stance to show that, didn't you?
That's correct.
And what do you call that kind of stance?
I don't know.
Like a modified Weaver stance?
Yes.
So she assumes a modified Weaver stance. Can you stand up and show a modified Weaver stance? That's just what it's called. Okay.
The judge is learning all the lingo. Ninja Kelsey, I know.
Can you
It's
demonstrate
crazy.
to us what a modified Weaver stance looks like?
Do you want me to stand up and show you?
Oh, you know you want to. You know you want to.
Just in general?
Just to show the stance in general first, yes, thank you.
So she grabs it.
That's what she did? Okay.
The trigger.
That's not, I don't think that's what he was asking you. But
So just what's the modified Weaver stance? What is it?
Here.
And can you describe it? What are you doing when you do a
So
modified?
she went right up to his face, put the gun right at his face. It doesn't discharge. You know what I'm doing in that case if that happens? Fucking tackling her. That's what I'm doing. Oh, what great luck I just had. That this woman came up and she got the drop on me, as he says, and puts the gun right to his fucking face from 3 feet away, right? Pulls the trigger, click. You know what I'm doing right then and there? I am fucking tackling that bitch right there. I'm not even taking my gun out because she weighs 100 pounds and I weigh 200 pounds. I am fucking, you want to see a lunge, bitch? I will show you a lunge. I am tackling that bitch if that happens. Isn't that this dude? The gun didn't fire. What fucking luck you just had? What luck? What is the easiest way out of this situation? The safest way for everybody right now? You gotta let her back up because that's what he said she did. She let her back up, back. Oh, hey, don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't do it, Kelsey. Nah, fucking, she's sitting there doing the getting it all set up. Don't do it. Don't make me do it. Bitch, you would fucking tackle that hoe. You know you would. Stop it. That makes no sense whatsoever. They were 3 feet away from each other. And she had a gun pointed at him. And as fucking luck would have it, it doesn't work. And for some reason, he doesn't tackle her. That makes no sense at all. No sense.
Strong side. All right. So if I'm righty, this is my strong side. That's going to grab the pistol, and I use my support hand to support the weapon.
Are you ready?
I'm sorry.
Are you ready?
I am.
Oh.
You're gonna see.
Thanks.
And you're saying that Mr. Simmons.
I am a righty. Well, we got a picture of him writing left-handed, but some people say it's inverted. I don't fucking know. It was just, I saw that today. I'm like, what the fuck? But whatever. It could be ambidextrous. Who knows? Either way, I am tackling that bitch. Come on, she's right there, dude, and the gun misfires. Tackle her.
The gun in that kind of a stance?
Yes.
And how far was the gun away from your face?
It was right outside of arm's length.
Right outside
of So she's 3 feet away. She assumes the modified Weaver stance, so she's probably another foot or two towards you, right?
She stepped to the left. I don't know if she stepped towards me.
Well, your testimony was that she immediately lifted the gun to you and pulled the trigger, tried to shoot you right in the face.
Yes.
So the gun didn't go off.
No.
And there she is with the gun there. The gun didn't go off, and you're within feet of her and the the gun that didn't go off, right?
That's correct.
And you didn't just grab her, did you?
No, I was in complete shock. And then she started backpedaling immediately and tried to tap and rack that weapon.
Right. So
I was
You're
in
just-
complete shock. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So you choked. You choked under pressure. That's okay. Gotcha.
testimony is that Kelsey goes from a wounded bird shaking uncontrollably to a female movie action hero, doesn't she?
Those aren't my words.
That's your description of what happened, isn't it?
I didn't describe that either.
So
Those words.
she
You know what he
gets the gun.
means, dude.
She
You know
tries
what
to
he
murder
means.
you in the face.
Yes.
5 minutes after she
Murder
has your
you in
baby,
the face.
Yes.
she pulls the trigger, nothing happens.
Yes. It went click.
She stands up, right?
She was already standing.
So as she's standing, she shoots you. She tries to shoot you in the face.
Yes. And then she started to backpedal.
So first she backpedals, then she sidesteps, she tap racks again, right?
Yes.
So in all this time, this is like the longest tap rack in history, isn't it?
It's 4 seconds.
So
4
she
seconds?
gets up, she sidestep first or backpedal first?
Backpedals.
She
Backpedal.
backpedals first.
And then
How many
sidestep.
steps?
With those sidestep.
I would say maybe 4 or 5, and then maybe another 3, 4, 5 to her left, which is my right.
So she goes into action. She tapping the magazine and then racking the gun while she's moving around.
Yes. She's a well-trained police officer.
Who's a whack job.
Who's a whack
Who tried
job?
to kill me.
Who tried to kill me?
So
Who tried to kill me? He loves to
let's
say
get the order
that.
straight. You said that she backpedals first
Yes, after she pulled the trigger.
and nothing happens.
Yes.
And then she taps the magazine
Yes.
and then racks the slide.
I believe her hand slipped off. That's when she went in and I was giving her commands, don't do it. And she re-racked and started to bring her right arm up.
And then she does it again, right?
Yes,
And you actually have no idea whether she successfully racked it the first time or successfully racked it the second time, correct?
that's correct.
You don't know what happened.
No, I don't.
And so it takes a few seconds to take 4 or 5 or whatever steps back towards the air conditioner, right?
From beginning to end, once she pulled the gun on me and pulled the trigger, and by the time I shot her, it was right around 4 seconds total, if not 3.5. It was very fast.
So she goes from shaking uncontrollably, sad about her situation, crying, to being pretty
Live action
nimble.
hero.
She wasn't crying.
She was a crime.
She walks, she backpedals, you said, right?
That's correct.
Then she sidesteps
Yes.
to the air conditioner. And you had a look of panic on your face at that time, didn't you?
No.
You were flustered, weren't you?
No.
No,
Well, you
you-
were in shock 5 minutes later, weren't you?
After the incident and my adrenaline dumped, yeah, I was in shock then.
So at the time, getting back to the incident, Kelsey's by the air conditioner. She's backpedaled, she sidestepped, she tapped, she racked, she tapped, she racked, and then you shoot her.
Yes.
And you shot 2 shots. Where are we on the rapid succession? Which one do you want to go with? Rapid succession, or you shot, gave commands, and shot again? Which is it?
I was giving commands and shooting at the same time.
Well, your prior testimony was that you shot, you pulled the trigger, gave commands, and you pulled the trigger again.
Yes.
So was it that, or was it boom, boom, rapid succession?
It all happened in 4 seconds or less.
So you're a very well-trained SWAT officer, yes?
Yes.
You're a firearms instructor.
No.
You're a patrol instructor. Where you instruct
Was
other
a patrol-
officers on the job, right?
Field training officer.
Field training.
Field
Yes.
training officer.
And you've been doing this for 25 years?
No.
20 years.
Right around there, yes.
Okay, so you've been doing this for 20 years. And one of your thought processes was that you wanted to give your training and experience back to the North Andover PD where you started, right?
Yes, and come back where I started.
And here, your first shot, you missed her from about 7 feet away.
I did. It was longer than 7 feet. It was at that point about 15 feet.
15 feet.
I would say.
Do you have any measurements on this?
No, but if you remove the bed and you were to walk diagonal from where I shot, it was probably around 15.
So the first shot you missed her and you hit the air conditioner. Is that right? Or
I didn't know where it went.
And the fact is that we have only one spent projectile in this case, right?
I'm sorry?
By the way, there is no 15 feet. First of all, it ain't 15 feet. I've seen the dimensions of that bedroom. It's not 15 feet. Well, diagonal. It's the hypotenuse. He's like, oh, yeah, chill. Like, that's so much further. Bro, if you can't hit someone from 15 feet away, you should just not be a cop. 15 feet? Stop. Oh, if you remove the bed. Yeah, because the bed was really getting in the way, wasn't it? Yeah.
We only have one spent projectile in this case, correct?
I don't know what state police collected.
You weren't curious as to any of the paperwork or anything that happened in the case?
I believe they told me that there was one on the bed and one on the floor, I think, but I don't know where that one.
Yeah, the room is only 12 feet, but, diagonally. It's the hypotenuse. It's equal to the 2 adjacent sides squared. I think that's how it works.
Did you know that there was one in the curtain next to the air conditioner?
No.
Have you looked at any photos from this at all?
Some, yes.
You didn't know that?
Nope.
Yeah, first round?
Yes.
Just a photo.
Yes.
see that?
That at the time because I was facing, yes, that's the entrance to her bedroom.
And is that a fair and accurate depiction of kind of the stuff that was there at the time?
I didn't see any of that at the time because I was facing forward. That's at a completely different angle.
Well, that's the area where
Well, that's where she was hidden.
you say that she lunged to, right?
Yeah. She
There,
lunged.
yes, that would have been my left.
How did
Now,
she,
at some point,
how did she fit between the chair and the table?
there was a safe there, wasn't there? A green safe.
I have no idea what was there.
Didn't you speak with Officer Core at the scene?
Yes, I did.
And Officer Core, you said that you ordered him to do something. You remember that?
I did.
You ordered him to take the gun and get it out of there?
Secure it.
And what were you doing at the time you ordered him to do that?
Rendering aid to Kelsey Fitzsimmons.
So you're over by the bed. He would have had to go in that area to get the firearm secured, right?
So I placed the firearm. You can't see the right side of the door frame. So if you were to walk into that bedroom and look right, there's some sort of, I don't know, nightstand or something. I put the weapon right there.
I'll show you Exhibit 75.
All right, so here's the deal. We're gonna do this tomorrow night too. We're gonna do another show tomorrow night, bonus show, trial week. We always do bonus shows on trial week, and we will continue his testimony then, even though we've already seen it. But we'll have more analysis then, because I need to be I'm getting a little tired. I need to be alert for this shit. I need my second wind. All right, and God, so this trial could end tomorrow. There's not. I don't know if the government has many witnesses left or any. But then Kelsey Fitzsimmons is supposed to testify. So that's going to be, we'll see. But the way this trial is going, man, it's so much faster without 𝗼𝗺. Oh my God. I fucking hate 𝗼𝗺. The more I watch this, I'm like, God, why? So you don't have to be like 𝗼𝗺, huh? You don't have to be like 𝗼𝗺. Yes. A special hump day celebration. We'll definitely have that. So tune in tomorrow for that extra bonus show. And we could have closing arguments. Who knows? Will we have a verdict tomorrow? I don't know. But I feel like he's made his mind up. The judge has already heard all this shit. He already knows all the facts of the case. He's already read it all over. He's the fact finder here. It's not a whatever. Like, you do this when you feel confident in the case that there's just nothing that they could convict you on. And why take a gamble with the jury? Why take a chance? So anyway, because we got to get to the worst friend ever tomorrow. We got to talk about her because she sucks, but we'll get to her later. All right. Let me read some turtle chats. All right. We have here, Maria sends $10 and says, if anyone else wants their turtle chats read, now's your chance. Link is at the top of turtle chat, or cash at me, $ Uncle Turtleboy. We say, the View is Thursday morning. I thought they're going to do the View tomorrow. So it can't be a verdict tomorrow. It can't be. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Dope. All right. The View is tomorrow. I thought the View was tomorrow after closing statements. Isn't that what he said? Do I think she'll be acquitted? Yeah, I do. I do think she'll be acquitted. It's weird because it's like, well, if she doesn't get acquitted, it's not the end of the world either. It's not like the stakes are so much lower here because the charge is so unserious and she's already done time. Like, the judge is not putting this woman in prison. I just don't know what effect that will have on her probate. I don't. So, all right, let's see. So we have here, this was from Maria, and she says, don't read out loud, please. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, I am. I totally forgot about that. Yes, I'm 100% interested. Thank you. Sorry. Nurse Kendall sends $10 and goes, Daddy, as a mama and a nurse, make sure you add a really good ear thermometer to your grift list. An ear thermometer? Oh, and a first aid kit. Kids pain relief, reduced tummy relief. Shit you don't think of until there's a kid coming into your room at 2 a.m. covered in puke and a raging fever. You'll thank me later. That's a good point. Good luck in your new home. I keep thinking of shit, and I keep adding it to the list. I'll probably add some shit to the list tonight. You never know. But it's weird. I got 2 knife sets. It's supposed to disappear. When somebody buys it, it's not supposed to be available. But I think people are clicking on it at the same time and getting it. I got 3 pairs of sheets of the same color. I don't know how that happened, but I guess I'll just keep them. I don't know. I got like the hutch. Did you see this thing? I got like, check this out. This was, somebody came up with this idea. It was a great idea. If I go to the Turtleboy's housewarming grift list, right? And I go to, okay, how do I see purchased? Purchased. Okay, check this out. I also wish they showed you what was being delivered. Like, I don't know what I'm getting on a daily basis from this shit because I'm not the one that's ordering it. You know, other people are. This thing, look at this thing. This is because I don't have a linen closet. And so somebody sent this thing. It goes at the bottom of your bed. See, look at this. You put the linens in there. It's great. And you can sit on it. You can tie your shoe because the bed is a little high. You don't want to sit on the bed when you tie your shoe. This is the perfect little thing here. Somebody got it for me. The little shit like that you think of when you're like, oh, yeah, that's a good one. We can get that. So I'll come up with some more shit. Throw them on there. You know, it looks nice, right? I'm going to have a dope room. It's going to be awesome. All right, next. $5 from the other Mary B. And she says, that's why you're the GOAT. Keep blasting your awesome journalisms everywhere. I posted a short video of Justin falling. It's very funny. I also sent it to your DM. Keep up the good work, Sauce Boss. The other Mary B. I will check that out very much. The other Mary B. Thank you. Next, we have Sherry sends 100 smackaroos, $100. Thanks, Sherry. And she says, she has support for a hardworking journalist. Free Turtle Boy. Well, thank you so much, Sherry. You know, I try my best. I did go to jail, so I earned it. I earned your charity, whatever. People say I beg for money, but you never see me begging. I never beg for money. I put it on there and I say, hey, if you want to donate, donate. It's not really a donation because you're getting something in return. I'm reading your message. So it's technically a service. It's not technically charity. If you give to the 𝗃𝗃, I guess that's kind of charity. But also it's like an investment on justice. So you could go either way on that one. So thank you for that. Next, we have DR sends $5, and their comment is as follows. The reason that Justin Aylaian ran, fled, and yeeted himself out the garage door, consciousness of guilt, period. He felt like he got caught somewhere he shouldn't have been, taking stuff he shouldn't have been. He ran like they were shooting him. Also, he never really loved her, clearly. Scumbag. Yeah, he never loved her. If you don't care that he never really checked in on her, like make sure she's okay. Nothing. Like he didn't feel any remorse for like, I kind of set in. He has never thought about that though. I kind of started the chain here that got her shot. That's never occurred to him that I could have handled this any differently. Next, we have $25 from Boopa B. And she says, hey, Daddy, I noticed in the video of Kelsey coming home with the baby that the trash cans were out at the end of the driveway, but in the video of Justin falling, they're pulled back in. So I'm thinking she didn't park in the driveway at first because the trash cans were in the way. It made it harder for her to pull in, especially with the baby in the back seat. Thanks for all you do. Love you. Interesting theory. I maybe she can clear that up if she takes a stand. That'd be great. Next, we have Kim from Texas sends $10 and has the comment, do we know why 5150's Twitter is gone? Was she suspended or just delete it? Is her reign of terror finally going to be over? Free Turtleboy. I have no idea. I'm just grateful you don't have to see her bullshit anymore. And yeah, that's it. All I ever wanted from her was just never to hear from her or talk to her again. Like that's all I wanted. Instead, we got 4 months of, privileged messages of my lawyers and hacking into my accounts and all that shit. All I wanted was peace and quiet. I don't want to talk about her. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. Just want to move on with my life. That's it. Ever. But that's it. Next. So I'm not asking, I don't care what happened to her. If I never hear from her again for the rest of my life, I will be perfectly content. Perfectly content. That's it. Yeah. All right, next. We got $10 from Christina Sage and says, can Bradle show the school security camera footage of her running through the parking lot? I guess if she finds it, yeah. I don't know what that would prove, but okay. Next, we have... I lose it? We got Joanna sends $10 and has the comment of, can you say happy 18th birthday, Brookie? Happy 18th birthday, Brookie. Hope you had a good one. Go buy yourself some cigarettes. Do you still have to be 18 to do it, or some scratch tickets? Go to the strip club, actually, Brookie. Have a great time. Enjoy your 18th birthday. Thank you. Next. That's all I wanted to do on my 18th birthday. Go to the strip club and see titties, like in person. Like, it was great. It was the best time. The best time. Thank you. We have Mustache Lava sends $7 and says, how much are your mustache rides? Asking for a friend. They're free. I don't charge nothing. Don't charge nothing. So thanks for that. Next, we have Julie sends $10 and says, ventriloquist dummy Justin. He was like a ventriloquist dummy. Next, we have Nicola St. Kearney sends $10 and says, check your emails. I sent you a side-by-side of LTL and Noonan. I got to see this now. It is kind of, hold on. It's pretty good. You guys want to see this? It is pretty good. It's like, especially with the glasses. Look at that. I'm just going to keep that up there for the duration. All right. Also, can you add Apple Pay to your payment options? It would be easier for people to pay for chats instead of putting bank details in. I don't know how that works, but I can look into it. Thank you very much. Next. Andrew sends $5 and has the comment, not another Clinton. Watching your mimicking Justin with the stash had me dying. Great show. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you that's what I do here. It's entertainment. It's satire. That's the satire portion of the show. The satire. I can't with this picture. Dude, it's BLT. Stop it. All right, next we have Linda sends $5 and has the comment, hey, Doc, they all took Justin's side after all this because his story that Kelsey was a danger bolsters LTL Daddy's story that she snapped. And everyone's saying, how did he miss with the first shot? I don't think he did. I think he hit her with the first shot and she was already falling. And the second shot, that's how he missed. But it was found in the curtain, though. I guess you're right. Yeah. Love you, Doc. You're the best. Free the doctor. Well, thank you. And I agree 100%. That's why it's not that they like Justin. Literally no one likes Justin. No one has ever liked Justin ever. But the only reason that they are pretending to like him is because it bolsters his story. It's to protect Noonan. That's what it's about. Thank you. Next, $5 from Andrea. And her comment is as follows. Okay, but how is anyone trying to shoot someone who is suicidal in the chest? Oh, hey, I see you want to unalive yourself. Let me help you with that. Come on, man. What leg does a person have to stand on with an argument like that? Case closed. Love you, TB. So you're saying she wasn't suicidal? I don't get it. I just think she was trigger. He was, he sees her pull out a gun. He's shooting. I just think he got trigger happy. I don't doubt that she touched the gun. Denise sends $10 and says, Don't keep extras. Just exchange them for something else. It's so easy with Amazon. I've never done that in my life. I don't even know how. I'm so lazy. I can't even ever do that. I don't know how to do it. Thank you. Clark sends $25 and says, and I also didn't pay for it. So like, I don't even know how to do that. Clark says $25 and goes, Centigraph. Got my TB merch, shirts, mug, and nice stuff. Fellow KR era fans, watch old videos and read website articles. Turtleboy writes so well and tackles big stories. The man is a passionate, fearless journalist. Thank you very much. Humble request. When using cunt and rag on occasion, add rag on occasion. For the worst ratchets, bloody cunt rags hits. Consider it. I'll consider it. Okay, I'll shut up. Listen and like it, my dude. Free Dr. Turtleboy. I like it. Good turtle chat there. Thank you very much. No, that doesn't even come close to a centigraph either, Clark Griswold. So thank you. All right, let's see if we have any cash apps. Yeah, we got Naomi sends $5 and that's the comment. I tried to access your list, but nothing was there. Yeah, I got to add more shit. That's mostly a glitch on my end. No, it's like that I sell out. See, that's the thing for the twisted tragedies of the world is that like Naomi here wants to buy shit for me, but there's nothing to buy. So I have to put shit on the list to please her. You know what I mean? I can't help it if people want to buy me shit. Thank you. Shannon sends $5 and goes, look up family enmeshment. That's the aliens to a T. Okay, I'll look it up. Thank you. Brian says $5 and goes, any update on the documentary Anxiously Waiting? Yeah, it's going to happen. Right now they're shooting a Emily Blunt movie in Ireland. Do you guys, I don't even know what Emily Blunt was. I guess she's like a big shot actor. She's shooting, she was married to John Krasinski, I think, or something like that. Yeah, they're shooting, Jeff and them, they're shooting a movie. They've been in Ireland for like a while now shooting that movie, but Doc is like their next big project and they expect it to be done within a couple months, hopefully. So there we go. You know, the holdup was Karen. You know what I mean? Like that was the holdup, was that like, is she going to sign with us or not? You know what I mean? There was a very lucrative offer on the table. As I said before, it was a 7-figure offer. That's a fucking fact, undeniable fact. And didn't take it. So that's fine. It's like is the story better? Is the documentary better when Karen's in it? Of course it is. But she has free will. She can do whatever she wants. You know what I mean? And I have no idea what her plans are. None. But life goes on for me. You know what I mean? The show must go on. And this was always going to be the Turtleboy documentary, like through my eyes. And so, you know, the offer was there. Maybe she still can come on it whenever she wants, if she wants to, but we're doing it either way. So it really would have been done probably before this, but like we were kind of holding out, whatever. Honestly, like I don't know what effect Recording Gate had on that. I don't fucking know. You'd have to ask her. But that was clearly by design by certain people releasing that, that didn't want to see it happen together. You know what I mean? Didn't want to see Karen and I working as a unit, but that's fine. I don't care either way. Next. Yeah, it'd be good either way. Exactly. I mean, we still tell the story either way, All right. Do we have another cash app here? Thought I had another one. Kerry sends $5, goes, smash or pass? Michelle, aka Timu Amanda Bynes. Who's that? Who's Michelle? That the chick today? The friend? Right? No, she's too. No, can't do it. She has fat face. I can't do it. Can't do it. All right, cool. Cool. All right. Anybody else got anything? Let's see. By future BLT. All right, cool. I mean, Silver Fox BLT has like a nicer head of hair and a real head of hair. So there's that. Yeah, is this my porn stash? Don't forget to remove your porn stash. All right, cool. Anybody else got anything to say before I call it a night? I'm getting tired. Sorry, a little tired tonight. She was in a movie with Matt Damon. Oh, so she's a big shot. There you go. I mean, maybe that's the reason. I don't fucking know. But hey, it's like I'm cool with Karen Reed. That's the thing. I don't have anything against her. She's going to do what she wants to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. We're both grown adults, period. It is what it is. I mean, has anyone even heard from her recently? Is anybody, I guess I do wonder what she does like every day. Like she's kind of getting, it's kind of old news at this point. Like there's just no buzz. Like the Kelsey Fitzsimmons thing and others, like people have moved on. And, it's been a couple months since the Rotten Mango interview. That kind of revived it a little bit. But I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. The Kelsey Fitzsimmons thing has taken over. And that's whatever. I don't know. What do I think about Brado's performance? Yeah, it was good. He's good on cross-examination. Yeah, whatever happened to the read files? I don't know. The story through my lens is different from Karen's. Karen's the subject of the reporting. I'm the reporter. It's different. It's a different lens. Some might like her version more through her eyes. Some might like it more through my eyes. Mine is they're both interesting stories, but mine is different because I didn't have to be here. She had no choice. She was framed for murder. Okay. She couldn't walk away from this. I chose to be involved in this and I blew it all up. It's like, there's no doubt about it. This became an international sensation because of something called Turtleboy. Like there's a reason every time 2020 Dateline documentary, anything, even the documentary I did or refused to participate in, Body in the Snow, they had a whole thing about me. And it's just a crazy story, man. It's the Hollywood version of the story. It's better. I mean, that's just my opinion. The Body in the Snow one, it's interesting hearing from Karen Reed. And it's good. It's good to have two different documentaries. Like there's the Karen Reed perspective and the Turtleboy perspective. They're both part of it. Yeah. But I do wonder what she does all day. Because it's not like back when she was fighting for her life, she would wake up every day and work on her case. And I do wonder what she does now. You know what I mean? What's her day-to-day like? I don't know. That's the thing. It's like they got to if they don't get the read files going soon, people are going to lose interest. And you can't hype I'm just saying, when it comes to PR, you can't hype something up like that and then be like, yeah, any day now. And then it's not good. But here's the thing. We're not used to silence from Karen Reed. When Karen Reed was fighting for her life, she never stopped talking. She would talk to anyone, anybody put a camera in her face. Now that she's not fighting for her life, I don't know where she went. Yeah, I don't know if she's letting 5150 win, but she did fuck with her head. Bad. She fucked with her life. She tried dragging her into the fucking hold the police thing, Did a lot of shit with that. Made life difficult. That put her in danger. Releasing the phone extraction with all her messages and shit. Not good. Ratchet Man is going to be dope next year, man. I never thought Altman, Broyles, 5150, the Aylaians. There's going to be a lot of new characters. I don't think we're going to put Jenny back in. Maybe we will. I don't know. How many witnesses are they going to call? I don't know. Good question. Okay. You literally became inextricable part of the story you were covering by no fault of your own. Exactly. I didn't ask to be part of it. I just did what I always did. I wrote about a story and it blew up. And then I can't help that. All Karen is thinking about right now is the justice for John. Maybe. Where's Aldman? Who cares? All right, cool. Anyway, the defense has 2 or 3 witnesses. All right, cool. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day, folks. We'll see everybody all tomorrow night. Special bonus episode. All right, Kelsey Fitzsimmons trial, day 3. We'll finish up going over day 2. But I'm going to go hit the hay. We'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bus Stop Live. I'll be doing it on my way into court. And we'll talk soon, all right? Peace to you, 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃. Outie.
Top down, riding down Main, it's a clear night, screens glowing blue, got the facts in my headlights, Commonwealth tripping, but the truth stay calm. 𝗺𝗫𝗃 and 𝗼𝗨, I'ma read them like Psalms. KP throwing shade from a broke down porch, but the files in my lap like a flame to a torch. I don't raise my voice, I just let the game speak. Steady with the grind while the crooked run weak. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city block. They can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just ride a slow grind. Midnight oil burning, pen hit the pad slow. Every word cut clean like the rims on the 𝗃𝗍𝗂𝗺. From Boston to Brockton, the whispers all hum. Turtleboys riding in the reckoning gon' come. 𝗼𝗨 in the back room, 𝗺cie on the phone. Trying to twist the narrative, but they can't postpone. I'm just sipping on the facts while the city play pretend. True, got no curfew, I'ma run it to the end. See, this ain't about fame, this about that long game. You can duck, you can weave, but the truth still call your name. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane.